Forward to your leadership, to everyone's inclusivity as well, as we come together to build on what's already been a successful few years for the T10 global franchise. Now, I'd like to invite the man whose vision, conviction, and perseverance has truly transformed an idea to not just one T10 tournament, but to, in fact, creating a year-long series of tournaments across the world. I'd like to invite the chairman of T10 Global and Mulk Holdings, Mr. Shaji ul Mulk, to please join us on stage and say a few words. Please, Shaji.
Ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, officials of the Lanka Cricket Board, Sri Lanka, and the rest of the world. Every time at T10, the players draft is a moment that we all look forward. It's not just the strategies and the mind behind the selection panels, but it's also purely the selection of the best talent in the world, exhibiting the format, exhibiting the brand, and the furious pace of the game. That's exciting. And to this, franchise owners for playing here for the first time, I'll start with congratulating Colombo Jaguars, owned by Harjinder Singh Dhanawa. Let's give him a big hand. And Harjinder, if you can please stand up and acknowledge so that everybody knows who's the man behind this team. That's Harjinder for you. Thank you. My second team is Gale Marvels, led ably by Prem Thakur and his partners. Thank you, Prem. It's an honor to have you. The team number 3, Hamantota Bangla Tigers, by a man who owns practically a T10 franchise in every league, none other than Mohammad Yasin Chowdhury. Thank you, Yasin. The Candy Bowls is owned by Rohit Bhatta. I think he's represented here. And who's from on Candy's side? Can acknowledge, please? Okay, maybe Tisara Pereira or, yeah, all right. And then last but not the least, Nuwara Eliya Kings. Now, I have a small story behind this. When I got this name, and we gave the owner the choice of maybe about 4 or 5 major cities of Lanka. And then I got a screenshot of an amazing algorithm and astrology, which actually showed, out of the choices of the cities, Nuwara Eliya Kings came number 1 in their choice. Don't ask me how, but then that was the choice. And thank you, SLC Board, for actually accepting that to be a franchise. I take this point in welcoming the owner, Rohit Bhavri, well represented by Mr. Robin. Mr. Robin, please. And the 2 owners. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So that takes off for 6 teams here for this year. And we are indebted to the Lanka Cricket Board, not only for the first season of the T10, for the very existence and establishment of the T10 League itself. I'm proud to state, standing on the stage, that when the concept of T10 in 2017 was actually born, and an ICC, who are the governing body to sanction any new format of cricket, were very specific in their requirements. And one of the requirements, outside of getting endorsement of 5 full member boards, was a requirement that one of the full member boards must send the national provincial team, the team, not the national team, but a team representing Sri Lanka. And it was Lanka Cricket Board, we sent the team. Thank you very much. That deserves a round of applause. Thank you, Lanka Cricket. And that started the journey of T10. And today, here, we stand with having executed about, I think, 10 T10 leagues already, 7 in Abu Dhabi, 1 in the US, 2 in Zimbabwe, Africa, and this is the league number 11, and which will follow very closely the Abu Dhabi T10. And I think my team has prepared a short snippet of the Abu Dhabi T10 action. If that can be played on screen, just to show you the taste of what is in store. And with that, I can end my speech. Can we play the Abu Dhabi T10, please? Thank you. Thank you. Just my closing remarks. This clip was shown, I think there was a small clip of the crowd being shown. And for those of you who follow, and as you all know, the spectator attendance in any cricket league is extremely important. Until T10 happened in Abu Dhabi is quite a spacious stadium. And we had World Cup games, we had IPL games, and it's a proud fact that none of these big events actually could fill up the stadium. And today we have a national record in Abu Dhabi of 122,000 spectator attendance in the 12 days, which is by far the highest spectator sport in the country. Thank you. These stats are only for all of you to know the potential of T10 and the potential of the league which is coming to Lanka. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, Shaji. I think that snippet there gives everyone an understanding of what to expect, what more is to come. And it's a wonderful way to introduce the powerhouse that is the T10 Global League as well. So thank you so much for that. It's now time to introduce the powerhouses of this brilliant tournament. As Shaji did earlier as well, we introduced some of the owners. Let's just give you a reminder of each team. First up, the Colombo Jaguars. Up next, the Gaul Marvels. There we go. Next, we have the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Next up, the Jaffna Titans. Up next, the Kandy Bolts. And finally, the beautiful Nuwara Eliya Kings. Welcome. On behalf of the Lanka T10 Super League, Sri Lanka Cricket, IPG, and also T10 Global, we welcome all the teams, wish you all the very best at this draft and, of course, through the season ahead as well. Now, we've taken a look at a snippet of what to expect from T10 Global, but now that teams are taking shape, before we jump into the draft, let's just remind you that each team has already signed 6 players, and I'm not going to take you through it. We've got friends and family of this entire league coming together to bring this alive as well, and it's a good time, therefore, to join our cricket expert, our in-house man of the moment, who used to set the roof on fire. Parvez Maroof is in the house. Ma, please join us up on stage to dissect some of the teams, take us through what to expect as well, because I'd love to deep dive into the composition of some of these sides as well. And we'll give you a little glimpse of who's up here.
Yeah. Apologies for coming back here. In the list, which was, I missed a very important team, which is Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans owned by Janak Patel, Shital Shah, and Rakesh Bajaria. They couldn't make it here in the US. And let me take this opportunity to welcome the Jaffna Titan as well. Any representative, please stand to acknowledge. Madhukar is there. Thank you, Madhukar. All yours.
Yeah, I think this is the only time I can be taller than you, Ma, so it's good like this. I like this. Ma, I mean, obviously we've got 6 teams. We've got a whole host of talent, a lot of stars already in the house here. But let's start with the Colombo Jaguars. We're looking at a squad that's got a lot of experience. Angelo Matthews, Azam Khan, Patirana, Asif Ali, Akila Dharanjaya, Najibullah Zadran. What do you take a look at this squad and what sort of spouts out to you straight away?
First of all, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's proud to be representing Sri Lanka cricket and being a part of the wonderful league for the first time. Colombo Jaguars, I think Angelo Matthews speak to itself.
Yeah.
I mean, he has done his homework very well and all the composition is covered. They have a fast bowler in Matisha Patrinuk at ball 140 plus. Najibullah Zadran, the Afghanistani, is very experienced. Akila Dhananjay, the mystery spinner, and got the experience of Asif Ali as well. So I think they've done the core work right, filling the team with all-rounders, spinners, and a fast bowler, and dynamic Azam Khan from Pakistan. So he's someone who can keep wickets, can bat in the top order. So I think they've done the homework well, and the core looks very, very strong.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how they fill the rest of the pieces together. Let's move over to the Gaul Marvels. The Marvels have a pretty marvelous team already. Tikshana, Shakib, Rajapaksa, Alex Hales, Vikramasinghe, Andre Fletcher. I mean, there's a lot of experience in this squad. But there's also a lot of power hitting, the likes of Fletcher. You've got Tikshana, who can bowl with that new ball as well. Again, a very dynamic side.
All-round side, I think Prem Thakkar, I mean, he was very successful in the LPL as well, getting the players right, getting the core right. And again, Mahesh Tikshana, you know, his stats speak to itself. Shakib Al Hasan, proven all-rounder from the world. Then they got the power hitting of Bhanuka and Alex Hales, who did really well. And, you know, Bhanuka is someone, if he gets going, it'll be very, very hard to stop him. Alex Hales, again, record speak to itself. Andre Fletcher, you know, has done a lot in franchise cricket all around the world, so I think it's a very good pick. And to top it off, Chaminda Wickramasinghe, the latest sensation, the fast bowling all-rounder. You know, the likes of Angelo Matthews, Tisara Perera, myself have filled that role for a while. Now it's Chaminda Wickramasinghe, Dasun Shanaka as well, of course. He's in the house. So Chaminda Wickramasinghe is just making his name, and I think it's a very smart move to sign him when he's young and give him the opportunity that he deserves.
As we said earlier, it's one of those tournaments that builds household names overnight, and he's already becoming a household name. We'll move now into the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. You spoke about Dasun Shanaka. He's in the house, and he obviously fits in here as the icon player. Iftikhar Ahmed, Kusal Pereira, Hazratullah Zaizai, Isru Rana, who still somehow is one of the fittest guys you see year in, year out, and Karim Jannat as well. So it's a squad, again, that has a nice mix, a little bit of Afghan flair thrown in there as well.
Power hitting. I think sixes for fun. They can hit sixes for fun. Dasun Shanaka, I mean, he's someone that has led the country very well. And, you know, he's someone that he has to prove again. He's out of the team. He knows it. This is a great opportunity to lead the side and get back to where he deserves to be. Isurudan, again, keeps himself very fit. He said that he can still run the 2 kilometers in 6 minutes, so that shows how fit he is.
I believe it.
And they got Zazai, Kusal Janit Pera, the 2 left-handers can open the batting. They can be very, very handy at top of the order. Karim Jannat did really well in the recently concluded Emerging Cup in Oman, so he's someone to look out for. And the Pakistan Iftikhar Ahmed. So again, they've covered all the bases. The spinning all-rounders, the fast bowling all-rounder, good batsman on top of the order. So I think, again, the Hambantota Bangla Tigers have done the homework well.
Yes, the core is settled for the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Let's move to the Jaffna Titans up next. And it's hard to pick a squad in amongst these 6 because each of them seems like they pack a punch as well. Hasaranga, Tom Kohler Cadmo, who we know can hit it a mile, Kusal Mendes, Johnson Charles, Nuwan Tusara, and Dwayne Pretorius. Again, all-round talent in the mix. You've got guys who can contribute with both bat and ball here.
Absolutely. I think Dwayne Pretorius is someone who turned up for Gaul Marvels in the LPL, did really well. He's someone can use his experience for good advantage. Nuwan Tushar, the latest sensation, can swing the new ball. Kusal Mendes, Johnson Charles, Tom Kohler Cadmo, power hitters on top of the order. If they get going, you know, they can hurt any attack. And Vanidu Hasaranga, he's someone doesn't have to have another introduction. He's someone who can bowl, bat, field, and he's in super form. So again, the core looks very, very strong, and Jaffna Titans have done well.
Yeah, they really do come in with a very settled unit. Just again, we say it because coming into a draft, you wonder where teams are going to go now in terms of picking more talent, and there's a lot of talent available in the player list as well. We'll move now to the Cultural Center, the home of the famous Tooth Temple, the Candy Bolts, Thisara Pereira, Imad Wasim, Dinesh Tandimal, George Munzi, who remember has the only T10 100 in the Zim Afro, so that's one to watch. Siruvardhana and Amir Hamza, the left-arm spinner in the mix too. So again, exciting talent. Maybe not the experience as such, but wow, some serious power-packed talent in there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Thisara Pereira is someone who has led teams very well in franchise as well as the country, and he's someone, though he's retired, again, like Siruvardhana keeps himself fit, performed really well, so he has to lead the team from the front. And Imad Wasim, again, can bowl with the new ball, can bowl in the middle order, middle overs as well, a decent middle order hitter. And Dinesh Chandimal, every time his name comes up in franchise cricket, he has done well, so he will be looking forward to it. And watch out for this name, George Munzi. He's played a lot of cricket for Scotland, opening batter. And again, a powerful left-hander. If he gets going, he can really hurt any attack. And Amir Hamza Hotak, not much people know about him, but he's someone could bowl left-arm spin. He can be a decent middle-order batter. So again, experience, yes, but when it comes to in top order, this looks very strong.
And as we said earlier, given all the talent that's been on display, George Munzi is still the only centurion in T10 cricket, and that says something about the youngster to watch out for as well. And finally, from the cool hilly meadows of Nuwara Eliya, the Nuwara Eliya Kings, time to take a look at this squad. Avishka Fernando, Saurabh Tiwari in the mix as well. Kasur Rajita, Kyle Myers has been added in, Danushka Gunatilaka, and O'Shane Thomas. There's some West Indian flair in there, but some serious power in this squad, Maha.
Yeah, Kyle Myers, Avishka Fernando. I mean, Avishka Fernando has been in good form in ODI cricket lately, and he's someone, again, has to lead this side from the front as opening batter. Saurabh Tiwari, retired international. I mean, someone who has played a lot of league cricket, so he will be looking forward to get out there. Kasun Raditha, out of the reckoning at the moment with the Sri Lankan team, so this is a great opportunity for him. Kyle Mayers, he has proven himself in the IPL in West Indies that he can be a handy all-rounder. O'Shane Thomas can bowl 140 plus, so I think his 2 overs going to be very, very crucial for Gaurav and his boys. And Danush Gunatilaka, again, making a bit of a comeback, so that's the opportunity for him to, make this opportunity to become very good.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to probe into that mind. I'm going to annoy you at some point through the course of this draft as well, get you back up here to get your thoughts midway. But Maha, thanks so much for joining us for now. There's a lot that we still have to look forward to. I know we're all waiting to get started with this draft. So before we start drafting all the players, let's just take everyone through some of the key rules for everyone at home as well that's watching, for everyone that may not be entirely familiar with the rules. Let's just make it absolutely clear with the key rules of this draft. And here we go. Each team, remember, coming into the player draft in 2024, had to sign 6 players pre-signed to them ahead of the draft. All teams have done that. We've just taken you through that list as well. We've therefore got the following rounds in this draft. 2 rounds of Category A. You've got Sri Lankan talent and overseas talent. 2 rounds of Category B, Sri Lankan talent and overseas talent. 3 rounds of Cat C. 2 rounds then of the Lanka T10 Super League emerging players. And towards the end, we'll have 3 optional rounds where teams will be permitted to pick a player from local Cat A, from local Cat B players. And round 12 will be yet again an optional round where players can be picked from emerging talent. So 3 optional rounds at the back end of it, a minimum squad size of 15, max of 18. For categories A and B, each team will have 60 seconds to confirm their players. For category C and the emerging talent and optional rounds, teams will have an additional 30 seconds to select their players. A team, as I said earlier as well, that does not pick your player within the allotted time, barring any technical issues, you will then have to wait out the round and pick your player at the end of that particular round of the draft. The minimum squad size is 15, as I said earlier, and teams are permitted to pick up to 3 optional players, taking that overall squad size to 18. So there we go. Sorted, done and dusted. And before we begin, we'll quickly take you through the pick order as well. and I think we're pretty familiar with that, so I don't think we necessarily need to go through it. But also, it's my privilege to introduce our technical committee, Mr. Chintaka Ediramana and Mr. Bandula Disanayaka, Mr. Shahbaz Ali, the gentlemen responsible to uphold the integrity of the draft, ensure seamless formation of the Lanka T10 Super League teams. So thank you, gentlemen, for forming our technical committee, and appreciate all the good work that you've done. No doubt your work will also begin now as much as the team's work begins as well. So without further ado, let's begin our proceedings for tonight. And we start off with round one, category A, Sri Lankan talent. And the first pick of the 2024 draft will be with the Jaffna Titans. Your 1 minute begins now. The historic first pick of the Lanka T10 Super League. 60 seconds. Once the pick has been made, you'll see that clock pause. That's quick. Inside 15 seconds. I like that. Good start. Conviction with the first pick of the draft. It now goes to our technical committee, who will okay the pick for us. And we'll have it up in just a few moments. So the first pick of the Lanka T10 Super League, Charit Asalanka, officially now drafted as a Jaffna Titan. Congratulations. First pick of the draft done and dusted. We move now to the second pick of the draft, and that is with the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, your 60 seconds starts now. Quick pick for the Candy Bolts as well. Liking the pace here. It's a bit of pace in that squad, so expected. First pick for the Candy Bolts. Who's it going to be? Waiting for the okay from our technical desk. There you go. Patum Nisanka is the first pick. Drafted, it says, by the Candy Bolts in round one. Congratulations, Candy Bolts. Patum Nisanka is now with you as your first drafted player in 2024. We move forward now to the third pick of the draft, and that is with the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, your 60 seconds starts now. Easy. I think we should have 30 seconds next time around. Everyone seems nicely prepared. I like that. Pick has been made. It's over to our technical desk now. And Dushmanta Chamera is the pick for the Hambantota squad. Congratulations, Bangla Tigers. Dushmanta Chamera adds a bit more pace to your squad in 2024. It's a good few picks to start things off here at the player draft. Our fourth pick, therefore, now lies with the Colombo Jaguars in the center of the room. Your 1 minute starts now. Yeah, the pick made inside 20 seconds. They seem happy with that as well. Angelo Matthews, Shamin Davas, alongside the team management. And where are they heading for their first player? Kamindu Mendes will wait for the seal of approval down the bottom. There it comes. Kamindu Mendes is the first pick for the Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations, a great first pick for them, and what a year he's having as well. Up next, the fifth pick of the draft, and we'll now head to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, your 60 seconds starts now. Remember, Nuwara Eliya Kings already with Avishka Fernando, Saurabh Tiwari, Kasun Rajita, Kyle Mayers. Where are they going with their first pick? Just a little support needed, please. If we can pause the clock. We might need to restart that if we don't mind. Can we just get some support over to the Nuwara Eliya Kings table, please? And we can pause the clock and have that restarted. That's fine. Thank you. So we will give them their allotted 1 minute again once the issues have been sorted, as with any other side as well. So if we can get that show of hand pretty early, as they did, that would be perfect. And can we roll the clock again now, please? Thank you. Right, there we go. Pick been made. Big smiles on the faces now. Happy with that choice. Let's find out who it is for the Nuwara Eliya Kings in round 1 of this draft. And Dushan Hemanta drafted now to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. The leggy and right-hand batter is in the squad. Congratulations, guys. You got your first player officially off the player draft. And that leaves just one team in round 1 of our player draft 2024, and that is, of course, the Gaul Marvels. Marvels, your 1 minute starts now. The Gaul Marvels have made their pick. Binura Fernando going to the Gaul Marvels, drafted officially. There you go. Happy days for them. Congratulations. Your first pick is done and dusted as well. And we will now move into our second round of the draft. As a result, we have our overseas players up next. And remember, you all have the draft sequence in front of you. It is that snake sequence, and we'll go, therefore, with the second round of the draft, starting with our overseas players, and that will be first up with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, your 1 minute for an overseas star starts now. They've got the pick done. Nuwara Eliya Kings with their first overseas pick of the draft. I like these moments, waiting with bated breath for that first pick overseas. Benny Howell, the all-rounder, is now with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, congratulations, drafted officially now. The first overseas pick of the player draft 2024 going to Benny Howell. Congratulations. And with that, now we move to the second pick of this round, and that is with the Gaul Marvels. Marvels, your 1 minute starts now. Just got our technical support over to the Gaul Marvels, so we'll give them a little extra time. Just a reminder that the Marvels already have Tikshana, Shakib, Bhanuka Rajapaksa, Alex Hales, Fletcher, and Vikramasinghe before the draft even started. So a lot of local talent already a part of the Marvels. We'll just get this issue sorted and we'll get their pick back in now. All right, can we run the clock again if we don't mind? We're just going to sort the issue out. Fine, thank you. Keep that clock on hold. Thanks. Absolute pin drop silence. I can guarantee you that's not going to happen once the league gets underway in a few weeks' time as well. But we'll enjoy the calm before the storm. There's a big one brewing, that's for sure. Gives everyone else an opportunity to just rejig their squads as well. Think about what's coming up. You know the pick order and the sequence. Seems like we've got the clock started. It's not for you, it's just to put pressure on our desk there, don't worry. Apologies for the technical glitch. If we can get a thumbs up when you guys are good to go, we'll get that clock going again. Or if we can just communicate the pick to the team at the back, I think they can then get the pick entered into the system. I think that choice has been communicated, if I'm not wrong. Has the choice been communicated across? Choice has been communicated to you? Okay. So we'll wait for you guys to give us the okay. Remember, early days here, it's just the second round, overseas players. We've still got plenty to come. We've got Category B Sri Lankan players, Category B overseas. There are a lot of local talent, and that's why I think the fulcrum of the squads, the real core, is going to come to the front of each side as well. And that's the real reason for this T10 global phenomenon. You're seeing a lot of local talent, whether it's in the Middle East, whether it's in Zimbabwe and Africa, whether it's going to be here in Sri Lanka. Those are the names we want to see becoming household talent, going on to play for Sri Lanka, going on to represent their country across different formats as well. And I have absolutely no doubt that that's exactly what we are going to see from this first edition in December. So just give us a couple of moments. We'll get this first pick of the overseas squads sorted for the Gaul franchise, and we'll get moving. There you go. It is in, and the pick is Luke Wood. You'll see it up on your screen soon enough. the left-arm pacer from England. Luke Wood is the pick for the Gaul franchise. There we get the seal of approval. Congratulations. Took your time, but hopefully worth the wait. Luke Wood joins you as a Gaul marvel. Congratulations. We now move with that to the third pick of this round, and that is to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Hambantota Bangla Tigers, your 1 minute is on the clock. Few smiles, few decisions to be made. Seems like they've come to a consensus. And what is that choice? Time to find out. Richard Gleeson, the all-rounder, and the real pace that he adds could be an absolute asset for the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Congratulations, your overseas pick now done and dusted. And with that, we'll move to the fourth pick of this round. And the fourth pick of this round lies with the Jaffna Titans up front. Jaffna Titans, your 1 minute is on the clock. Quick pick for the Jaffna Titans. We'll wait to get that stamp of approval from our technical committee. The first overseas pick for them. Looks like we do have confirmation, and it's a handy one. Left-arm pacer Mohammad Amir joining the Jaffna Titans. Congratulations. Bit of left-arm firepower for you as well with the ball. Exciting to watch in this format. Mohammad Amir is now part of the Jaffna Titans. Pick 5, therefore, of round 2. And we head across to the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, your 1 minute starts now. Oh, love the pace, guys. Well done. There we go. Candy Bolts with a quick pick. Absolutely certain of what they want. Or they're hungry. One of the two. And the Candy Bolts in round 2 have gone with Saim Ayub. Congratulations. We just saw an incredible innings from him a night ago, really. And if that's a sign of what's to come, very, very exciting pick for the Candy Bolts. He can go from ball 1, can score across the ground as well. So congratulations, drafted officially now by the Candy Bolts in round 2. And that leaves just one pick in the second round of the draft, and that is with the Colombo Jaguars. Colombo Jaguars, your 1 minute starts now. Okay, pick is in for the Jaguars. Their first overseas pick in the draft. Remember, apart from the pre-signings, this is the first overseas choice. And to close out round 2, it is Timal Mills, another left-arm pacer. Great variety with the ball in hand as well. And Timal Mills will add a wealth of experience to what is already an exciting squad building for the Colombo Jaguars. So congratulations. And with that, we end round 2 of the player draft in 2024. We will take a short pause because we do want to catch up with team managers, owners, coaches, and a lot of players that are here today. So, Namrata, you've got someone quite special with you, one of the team owners from Gaul. It's over to you.
Prem Thakur of Gaul Marvels over here with us. Prem, you have had a very power-hitting group of players, the pre-assigned players. Talk to us about that.
So yes, we were very fortunate with pre-signings. Alex Hales, Andre Fletcher, they both are very good power hitters. We also have Bhanuka, as they mentioned earlier, that once he keeps going, it's impossible to stop him, and we have seen that in the previous league where he played for us. So, and we have Mahesh Tikshana, who is amazing with his mystery spin, and Shakib, everybody knows what he's capable of. So yes, we have a pretty good pre-signing, and we got first 2 picks were also great for us.
Quite a marvelous pick and quite a marvelous mix of team already with the pre-signing, I must say.
Right.
You were here for LPL a few months ago, and now here for T10 as well. What's happening with Marvels?
So Marvels are, trying to create a very strong footprint in Sri Lanka. So, we are here for the T10. If there's any other league Sri Lanka offers us, and we are first to be the part of it.
How excited are you with T10 Super League in Sri Lanka for the first time?
Yeah, I'm very excited. As you know, T10 is the fastest growing cricket format, and it's the fastest cricket format as well. So, it will be really exciting to see how the game goes.
All right, Prem, thank you so much for joining us, and wish you luck for the draft ahead.
Thank you.
And throwing it back to Sir.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for that, Namrata. We'll continue now into the next round of the draft, and we'll keep catching up with several of the players that are here, some real Sri Lankan legends in the mix as well, and also some fabulous team owners that are getting their first taste of T10 Global and what it really means to be a part of that experience. So we move now to category B, and we will start with the local talent as well. We're going to have an exciting round 3, or rather round 3 and round 4, I should say as well. And again, we start with Sri Lankan talent to kick things off. And our first pick will be with the Hambantota Bangla Tigers, Cat B local, and your 1 minute is on the clock. Hambantota have made their pick. Cat B local, the first pick in this round. This is where all of that exciting talent starts to come together. We of course have more local talent to come, emerging players as well. But in category B, the first Sri Lankan pick for the Hambantota Bangla Tigers, waiting for our seal of approval from our technical committee as well. Tarindu Ratnayaka. Tarindu Ratnayaka is in as a Bangla Tiger from Hambantota in 2024. Congratulations, a great pick and certainly one to watch for this fantastic prospect in 2024. So there we go, the first pick of this round is sorted, and we move now to our second pick of round 3, and that lies with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, your 1 minute is on the clock. I think they're sorted. With 10 seconds to spare, all good. Liked the little bit of pressure that was being felt on the table, but got the job done in the end. Now just for the stamp of approval from our technical desk for the Nuwara Eliya Kings. A few relief-laid smiles coming through from that table as well. Getting the thumbs up. And Lahiru Madhushanka has been drafted in by the Nuwara Eliya Kings in the third round of the draft. Congratulations. Again, very, very exciting all-rounder to watch in this format as well. So second pick of round 3 is sorted, and we now move to the third pick of round 3, and that is with the Gaul Marvels. Marvels, your 1 minute is on the clock. Pick has been made by the Marvels. And we wait to see where the local talent comes in here. Jeffrey Van der Sey has had international experience. Someone who will give you plenty with the ball in hand as well. Congratulations now officially drafted to you, Marvels. Jeffrey Van der Sey is part of the Gaul squad. So Gaul Marvels getting their act together, pieces coming together quite nicely, which moves us along into the fourth pick of this round, and that lies with the Colombo Jaguars. Colombo Jaguars, your 1 minute is now on the clock. Pick in early for the Colombo Jaguars, the fourth pick of this round. Again, looking for more local talent. Plenty of them have had international experience, remember, and plenty of them have already become household names. Angelo Pereira is the next one to watch as well. Here we go. Another exciting all-rounder to watch. Angelo Pereira joining the Colombo Jaguars as a player now for 2024. Congratulations to your squad and also to Angelo Pereira. So that is the fourth pick done. Up next, we've got pick number 5. And pick number 5 is out in front here with the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, your 1 minute starts now. Again, lightning quick from the Candy Bolts with their choice. Come in with a clear plan. Or they're just having some fun with us at this point. Who knows? Candy Bolts have their pick. And Chaturanga De Silva is the next pick for the Candy Bolts as well. Left is right for them. And they've gone with Chaturanga De Silva, drafted now officially by the Candy Bolts in round 3. Congratulations. That is the 5th pick of the round done and dusted. And that leaves just one squad in this third round left to pick. And that is the Jaffna Titans up front. Jaffna Titans, your 60 seconds starts now. Wow. Quick. Sorted. The Jaffna Titans, just a quick nod of the head, say, yep, got what we want. And let's find out who indeed that is for the Jaffna Titans. Dunit Vellalage. What a talent he is as well. And Dunit Vellalage joins the Jaffna Titans, another promising all-rounder who we've already seen a lot of and gotten familiar with. So Jaffna Titans, that rounds out the 6th pick and the final pick of round 3. Namrata, I'm going to take it back to you. I know you've got someone quite exciting to catch up with as well from the Nuwara Eliya Kings. It is over to you.
The director, Yasin Chowdhury of Nuwara Eliya Kings. Robin, you've already picked up a few players, the likes of Benny Howell, Mohammad Amir, Lahiru. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's very excitement for coming here in Sri Lanka, and the format is, it's excited, and it's a small format, and we are very happy, and our team is also very happy. The hosting is done by the T10 team and by the Sri Lanka board. It's quite good.
You've owned a T20 team earlier before in the past, and now a T10 team. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we are, as I told you before, we are very happy for the format is small, and we have played in T20 league, but it's the first time we are participating in the T10 league, and yeah, it's very excitement for all the team and for Nuwara Kings. It's very, very, very exciting.
What were the strategies or the analysis, let's say, before picking these players?
Yeah, we are just looking to forward to have some players, few of the players, the all-rounders, because the format, again I'm telling you, the format is small, and we are looking forward to have some good all-rounders, and that's the strategy. It's a small to catch up the team, a big to have a grab with the players, and the players should be, I'm telling you again that it should be the performance based on the all-round basis.
All right, thank you so much, Robin.
Cheers,
We'll
cheers.
see you there.
Thanks for that, Namrata, and nice to catch up with the whole bunch from the team management as well, owners, directors, CEOs of teams, and no doubt we'll catch up with some of the players of the past and the present as well. But we're going to move now into the fourth round of this player draft of the Lanka T10 Super League. And the fourth round is Category B Overseas Talent. So Category B Overseas, our starting pick lies with the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Hambantota Bangla Tigers, you've got 1 minute on the clock, as you know, and that starts right here. Right, we have our first pick of Cat B overseas players with the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Choice has been made. Just need a stamp of approval from our technical committee as we glance over to them. Just making sure everything is aligned and in place before we assign you the player officially for 2024. There we go, Mohammad Shehzad, the explosive keeper batter from Afghanistan, is in the house now as part of the Lanka T10 Super League, and he is now officially a Hambantota Bangla Tiger. Congratulations. That is a lot of power hitting up the top and some great glove work expected as well. And a lot of chattiness, I'm sure, behind the stumps too. So exciting pick for you guys at the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Mohammad Shehzad from Afghanistan joins the squad. Our second pick of this round is with the Colombo Jaguars out in the center. Colombo Jaguars, you've got 60 seconds on the clock, starting now. few intense discussions, and I think they've got to a consensus, and I'm sure it's a good one as well. Very interesting to see what each think tank is going through at the table with just 60 seconds to make their pick. Not the easiest either for any of these squads, but so far we're seeing some incredible talent being picked from across the globe. And this is again global talent being picked up, this time by the Colombo Jaguars in the overseas round. So Cat B overseas for the Jaguars as we wait for our seal of approval. It is Ali Khan. The pacer comes in. We've seen T10 going global, going to the United States of America, and so much more. And there's exciting talent to come from across the globe, right here to Sri Lankan shores. Ali Khan drafted now by the Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations. That is a pick who's got a lot of experience in this setup as well. So Ali Khan coming in is an exciting prospect for them, and therefore we move now to the third pick of this round, and the third pick lies with the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans, you've got 1 minute on the clock. Starts now to make your pick in the overseas talent. Pick has been made by the Jaffna Titans. It's over to the technical committee. And we wait. Play the waiting game to find out if it is a legitimate pick. David Visa joins the squad. He has played for a couple of different nations, and David Visa now comes in to the Jaffna Titans. He's one of those guys who just seems to be everywhere on the field. He's in the right spot with the bat, with the ball in hand, somewhere on the field, and he's got the ability to turn games on its head in a matter of overs. So David Visa is now with the Jaffna Titans. Congratulations to you guys as well. And that is the third pick done and dusted. The fourth pick of this round is with the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, your time allotted starts now. Candy Bolts, in true nature, quick with the buzzer, and they've made their next pick already. And that is, remember, the fourth pick of this round. Two more to come with the overseas picks, and then we move across to more Sri Lankan talent in categories C and also emerging talent to come thereafter. Candy Bolts, where are they heading with their overseas pick? To join the likes of Tisara Pereira, Imad Wasim, George Manzi, Shahnawaz, Ali Dahani. Again, exciting prospect here. 75 wickets in the T20 format. A decent economy rate. He is a wicket taker, and he comes straight in to the Candy Bolts. A decisive pick from them, and that is their pick in round 4, which now leaves just one pick to come, or rather two picks to come in this round. The first of them with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, your 1 minute is on the clock. Quick pick from the Nuwara Eliya Kings. And they seem to like it as well. And when teams like it, we like it. It's all we want. We want to see smiles on that table. And why not? Aftab Alam comes into the side. Aftab Alam, the medium pacer, and can hit it a long way as well, actually. He has been drafted now by the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Congratulations, guys. You've got your pick in terms of overseas talent. And that leaves us with just one pick left in this fourth round. And that lies with the Marvels from Gaul. Gaul Marvels, 1 minute is on the clock. That was quick. Gaul Marvels know what they want. Locked and loaded. Let's find out if that is indeed an accepted pick. Zahoor Khan. He's been picked up by the Gaul Marvels. And it's a handy man to have in this squad as well. Again, a big unit, capable of carnage in this format, and certainly adds a lot in terms of wealth of experience too. So congratulations, Zahoor Khan is now part of the Gaul Marvels. And that ends round 4. Overseas talent now sorted, done and dusted, and it gives us a good opportunity to take another look at these squads, to try and understand now the composition of these squads. And I can't do that alone. Let's be honest. Let's get our good friend, our cricketing expert, Farvez Maroof, back up on stage. Maha, as you make your way up, I'd love for you to just think about each of these sides as well, and we'll take a look at them one by one and see how they're shaping up. Because at this stage, we've gone through 4 rounds of the draft, and that means 10 players now sorted. 10 players into these sides, and in many ways, Maha, that means we've got the crux of these sides already sorted. We've got what we would expect, the core, and then a bit more as well. Where shall we start? Should we start with the Jaguars, maybe? Colombo Jaguars?
Yeah, Colombo Jaguars, when it comes to getting the players for the first round, they went for the experience, and then they've got Timar Mills, who could bowl 140, 145, I think, playing in subcontinental pace.
Yeah.
And he bowls a good slow ball as well, so I think he can be that wild card that Colombo Jaguars are looking for. Angelo Pereira, recently retired from international, in very good form in the league cricket. It's been happening all over the globe, so he's someone who keeps his fitness again very well and plays a lot of domestic cricket, so he's in good form. So another wild card pick. Yeah. And Ali Khan, he's a fast bowler. I think he will also, T10 experience will come very, very handy.
Fiery character as well.
Fiery character, he's never a dull moment when he's around. So looking forward to having a look at him as well.
And Kamindu Mendes, another one that was picked up. What a year he's had. Again, very exciting talent to watch, but just adds a lot of solidity to the side.
Yeah, I saved the last, to the best to the last. Kamindu Mendes, what a revelation he has been right throughout the year. 2024 ODI cricket, T20 cricket, even in Test cricket, he became the ICC Player of the Month couple of times. So very smart call to have him as well. Ambidextrous, can bowl both arms, very good fielder. Can bat at anywhere between number 3 to number 6. So he will bring a lot of quality to this side, and I'm pretty sure Angelo Matthews will be very happy with the pick of Kamindu Mendes. Yeah,
great squad composition so far. Let's move forward into our next side, and maybe let's go the way of the Gaul Marvels. The Marvels, here we go. They started off with Tikshana, Shakib, Rajapaksa, Hales, Vikramasinghe and Fletcher. Binura Fernando, Luke Wood with a bit of left-arm pace. Jeffrey Van der Sey for a leggy option and can bat as well. And then Zahoor, which is a really handy pick too. What do you make of this side?
Looking at the pre-signings, what they lacked was a good fast bowler.
Yeah.
So they had Chaminda Vikramasinghe as an all-rounder. Zahoor Khan did turn up for Gaul Marvels before as well in the LPL. Was a good pick, the UAE fast bowler. He can bowl with the new ball as well as the older ball. So, it's interesting to see what sort of a tactic the Gaul Marvels skipper will use against him, with him.
Yeah.
Luke Wood, again, a fast bowler from England, 140 plus, very similar to Timar Mills. He will bring the pace, so that's a good pick as well in subcontinent pitches. Binder Fernando, lots of slow deliveries, can use his height for a good effect. Two left-arm fast bowlers, so that's a very interesting call. And Jeffrey Van der Sey, he's someone who's been in the system for a long time. Whenever he has got an opportunity in international cricket, he has put his hands up and done well. But unfortunately, with Manidu Hasaranga doing well, it's very difficult to have 2 leg spinners in the team. So, again, they've gone for 4 bowlers. They've got better batting power with Shakib, Bhanuka, Alex Hales, Andre Fletcher, and now they're looking for bowlers. So, smart call by the Prem and the boys.
Yeah, good stuff from them so far at the Gaul Marvels. Next up, the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Let's see where they're at after 10 picks. Again, already had a lot of experience in this side. Udana, Kusal Pereira, Hazratullah Zazai, Karim Jannat, Iftikhar Ahmed, Dasun Shanaka. Now Dusmanta Chamera, more pace. Richard Gleeson, wonderful pick as well. And again, even more pace. Tarundu Ratnayaka and Mohammad Shehzad. So you've got top order quite sorted as well.
I think it's an interesting call with Dushmanta Chamera. He has not played for a while, but Dasun Shanaka knows him best. So, he'll be raring to go with after his injury. And he's someone that I am personally looking forward to see, because I still feel he has 2-3 years of international cricket left. So he'll be raring to go in this T10. Richard Gleeson can bowl quick. I mean, he's turned up for England. He has done well. So another smart call by Bangla Tigers. Tarun Ratnayaka, the latest sensation, did really well in the sixth side, which Sri Lanka won in the Hong Kong Sixers, and can bowl both the arms. So ambidextrous. So he'll be very, very handy. So I think homework done very well by Isru and the management. And Mohammad Shehzad, I've not seen him for a while, but we've known that he's someone, he never keeps quiet behind the stumps and can be a handy batter. So, another tournament for a player like Shehzad to hit the limelight.
Yeah, when we see him, we hear him, that's for sure, with Mohammad Shehzad. Up next, the Jaffna Titans. Let's just take a look at their squad as well. Some very interesting picks from the Jaffna squad so far. They came in with what we thought was a real settled core as well. Pretorius, Hasaranga, Johnson Charles, Tushara, Tom Kohler Cadmore, so much in there. But then Charita Salanka, Mohammad Amir, Dunit Wellalage, and then David Visa, who's kind of your quintessential league cricketer, always provides in every facet.
Yeah, Charita Salanka, first of all, he's been a wonderful captain for Sri Lanka ever since he got that responsibility. I've been scoring runs. Even yesterday's game, he played a responsible knocks that Sri Lanka won. Wellalage, I mean, he's someone, whenever he's given an opportunity, after he made a T20 debut for Sri Lanka, he's been very good. And even yesterday we saw his quality, almost the man of the match yesterday, but just not good enough.
Yeah.
Very good call to have him as well, because you need a left arm spinner in that side. So good to have him. And Mohammad Amir, he's a proven customer all over the globe, with the new ball, with the older ball. So he'll bring that experience with that side. And David Vise, South African national, Namibian national, an all-rounder, can hit the big ball, can bowl handy cutters as well. So again, they've gone for experience in Amir and David Visa, which I feel what they need in the bowling lineup.
Yeah, and seasoned campaigners as well in terms of leadership quality there. So we'll move now forward into our next squad, and that is the Kandy Bolts, and take a deeper look at this side. Very exciting picks here. Saim Ayub, we saw what he's capable of at the top order for Pakistan. Chaturanga De Silva, Shahnawaz Ali Dahani, and Pathum Nissanka so far. Young talent seems to be on the brink for the Kandy Bolts.
Yeah, Pathum Nissanka, his numbers speak to itself. The amount of runs he's been scoring for Sri Lanka, as well as the opportunity he has played in franchise cricket. So he'll hold the key top of the order. If you see the top order, it's all bashes on that side. Yeah. So you need someone at least to bring some calmness, which I think Pathum Nissanka will bring to the plate. Shahnawaz Aldani can bowl quick Pakistani. I just played the Emerging Asia Cup in Oman. I saw him bowl. He was, still rapid. Was to 140, so he will be wanting this tournament to be the limelight that he's looking for. And Saim Ayub, he's scoring a lot of runs for Pakistan. He just scored a lot of runs against Australia, against a quality pace attack, so that's experience for you. And Chaturanga De Silva has been in the system for a long time. Recently retired from international cricket, but goes around the world playing franchise cricket. So again, Kandy Bolts have gone for experience.
Yeah, I think in terms of average time spent per pick as well, they were probably under 10 seconds. So I guess you guys knew exactly what you wanted so far in this draft. That leaves one squad to dissect, and that's the Nuwara Eliya Kings. So let's just take a look at this side, because they already came in with Avishka Fernando, Kasun Rajata, Danushka Gunatilaka, O'Shane Thomas, as we said, added that pace. But now Dushan Hemanta, Benny Howell, Lahiru Madhushanka, and Aftab Alam. So I guess they've not gone with the incredibly experienced overseas talent, but they've gone with kind of the outside picks, and picks that have done well in this format particularly as well.
Yeah, Dushan Hemanta, first of all, he's someone, he's knocking on the door in the national team. Since Wanindu Hasarang has that leg spinner's role, Dushan Hemanta can't break into the team.
Of course.
We saw in the Emerging Asia Cup, the way he bowled, he was our leading bowler, picked up a lot of wickets. So, very good pick as a first choice. Benny Howell bowls all dippy-dobbly, slow balls, can bat, can feel. A proper T10 player. So he's someone I'm looking forward to watch. Lahiru Madhushanka, he captained the Hong Kong Sixers side, so confidence will be skyrocket. And he's someone have been playing lots of domestic cricket, but have not got that opportunity in the big stage. So maybe this is the opportunity he's been looking for. And after Balam, and he made his debut for Afghanistan a while ago. I haven't seen him much.
Yep.
But again, we know what Afghans bring to the table, which is aggression, power hitting,
fearlessness,
all-roundership. So this tournament is all about having all-rounders. So I think that's where Nuwara Eliya Kings have gone as well.
Awesome. Maha, thanks so much again for joining us and giving us your insights. We'll no doubt come back to you once we see these squads fill themselves up even further. But I do know that there's a space emptied out here. Therefore, we'll know that there's a special someone catching up with Namrata. I think it's got to be Dasun Shanaka from the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Namrata, over to you.
Dasun Shanaka, the captain and icon player of Hambantota Bangla Tigers with us. Dasun, talk to us about how happy you are with the picks so far.
Yeah, really happy about the way the things have gone. So, especially Chamira, Gleason, pickups in my team. So, there are good aspects of this format. So, I'm very much happy about the way the draft has gone for me.
Before coming in today, what was the analysis and strategy behind picking these players?
See, it's the fastest game at the moment. So, for myself, I need that quick bowlers in my team and more of the power hitters. So I have get those kind of players. Plus, need some young talent to discover in this tournament. Hopefully, we'll be going to buy them in the next rounds.
Talking about the young talent, what do you have to say about all these emerging players that we are noticing in the draft today?
See, all the good players has got an opportunity. So they have come to the ranks from the under-19 systems and the domestic system. So really happy about the opportunity they have received in this T10 draft. So it's a thing that we didn't got when we were in that age. So really happy about the way the things have gone.
How handy is your experience coming in with all the experience you've had so far with Abu Dhabi T10, with Zim Afro T10?
Yeah, it's a lot of experience playing those two tournaments. It's, in Abu Dhabi, it's more of tough tournament because all the top players come there. And Zimbabwe, yeah, there were so many top players, but I rate Abu Dhabi T10 as the prime tournament. Going forward, Sri Lankan will be one of the best tournaments.
But having said that, very recently we saw some smashing performance by you in Zim Afro T10. Tell us about that.
Yeah, see, I had a bad fetch because, going there, I wanted to showcase my talent to the world again. So it was a great tournament for me, especially with the bat and also with the ball. And as a captain, I did really well there. So yeah, really pleasing about myself. Looking forward for the Sri Lankan T10 as well.
All right, Dasun, thank you so much for joining us and all the very best for the draft ahead.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for that, Namrata. Nice to catch up with Dasun Shanaka, hear his thoughts ahead of what will be a really exciting season for him as well. And he's played an integral part with each pick so far for the squad at the Hambantota Bangla Tigers too. So let's now move forward as we're done now with the first 4 rounds of the Lanka T10 Super League draft. We've got some exciting talent still to come, a lot of local talent that's going to be so exciting to watch. So we move now into category C, Sri Lankan talent. And just to let you all know here, you've got an additional 30 seconds on the clock to make your picks. So we start this round with the Candy Bowls up front. You've got 90 seconds now on the clock, and your time in this round starts now. Wow, lightning. I like it. Quick pick is in round 5. Local talent now starting to emerge more and more. And this, as we said earlier, will probably form the fulcrum of these sides. Shehan Jayasuriya is the man who comes in, the all-rounder, into the squad. And Shehan Jayasuriya is now officially drafted as a Candy Bolt for 2024. Congratulations, guys. Done and dusted for you. And we now move into our next pick of the draft. It lies with the Gaul Marvels. Marvels, you've got 90 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. So the Gaul Marvels have their choice in. It's over to our technical committee to okay it for us as well. And each of these sides coming together nicely. Remember, this is the 11th pick overall for each of these teams. And Sandon Veerakodi is the pick for this side. Sandon Veerakodi, the left-hand batter, keeper, now part of the Gaul squad. The Marvels have an exciting talent in the mix as well. Congratulations, guys. Another exciting pick for you, another great pick coming your way. And we move now to the third pick of this round. And the third pick lies with the Colombo Jaguars. Colombo Jaguars, you've got 90 seconds on the clock, starting now. Choice is made pretty quickly for the Jaguars. Waiting for that seal of approval. And that will be the third pick, remember, with 3 more teams to come in this round. Round 5, Isita Vijayasundara. Isita Vijayasundara is the pick for round 5, the all-rounder heading to the Colombo Jaguars. He's got a bit of pace about him as well. And it is an exciting pick for the Jaguars in round 5. Congratulations, guys. Really, really good stuff from you as well. And we now move to the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans, an additional 30 seconds comes up for you. We'll let you sort out the technical issue before we start the clock. So we will wait on the clock, please. And once we get the support that they need, we'll then get the clock going. All good? Yep, we can get the clock moving, please. Thank you. Your 90 seconds has started. Thanks. And the pick has been made by the Jaffna Titans. This is round number 5, more local talent as we've been talking about as well. A lot of them have been around for some time, not necessarily the emerging talent just yet. That's in the rounds to come. But plenty of Sri Lankan potential and those that are still looking for a second wind in their sails as well. So round 5, category C, Jaffna Titans. Their pick is Pramod Madhushan. Pramod Madhushan, the quickie coming the way of the Jaffna Titans. Congratulations, guys. Officially drafted now by your squad. And that means we now head across to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, you've got an additional 30 seconds, and your 90 seconds starts now. You can take your time. So the 5th pick of this round seems to be inputted. And we'll wait to see if we can get our approval. So far, everyone's behaved. We've had only approvals from our technical committee. And why not? Nimsara Atharagala is the next pick here. Nimsara Atharagala is the pick for the Nuwara Eliya Kings in round 5. Again, these are the names that you want to watch out for going forward into this first season here, the inaugural season of the Lanka T10 Super League. Congratulations, Nuwara Eliya Kings. Got what you wanted, and that leaves one squad in this round to pick. And with Dasun Shanaka back at the table, it is across to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Guys, 90 seconds on the clock. All right, pick has been made by the Hambantota Bangla Tigers to close out round 5 of more local Sri Lankan talent. Just waiting for that okay for us. Seeing a few head nods. Seems to be good to go. You guys can breathe easy. There you go. Dhananjaya Lakshan. Dhananjaya Lakshan has been drafted by the Hambantota Bangla Tigers to round out round 5 of the player draft. And we're going to swiftly move into the next round as well, given that it's a follow-on round of the same category of players. And so if we're all ready, we move into our next round of picks. Again, still with 90 seconds on the clock. And the first pick of this round lies with the Colombo Jaguars in the center. Your 90 seconds starts now. Okay, the Jaguars have made their pick, decisive as it's been for most sides so far in this player draft. Everyone seems to have done their homework coming in. Colombo Jaguars with the first pick of round 6. We've got 3 more mandatory rounds, remember, still remaining in this player draft. And Ramesh Mendis is the pick for the Colombo Jaguars. The all-rounder coming into this side. Great batter, handy off-spinner as well. Ramesh Mendis is the pick for the first pick of this round to the Jaguars. Congratulations, guys. And we'll now move forward into our second pick of this round. It is again 90 seconds on the clock, and this time for the Nuwara Eliya Kings right beside them. So Nuwara Eliya Kings, a minute 30 for you, starting now. Right, Nuwara Eliya Kings have made their choice. That is the second pick of this round, round 6. You can see thumbs up already coming through. So Nuwara Eliya Kings have an approved pick, and that approved pick is Yashoda Lanka. Yashoda Lanka coming in to the squad, the right-hand batter for the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Congratulations, guys. Now officially part of your side for this Lanka T10 Super League. That is, of course, the second pick. And with the third pick of this round, it lies with the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans, you've got 90 seconds starting now. All right, quick pick in for Jaffna Titans. And this is again, remember, more local talent. We'll head across to overseas talent as well after this. But for the Jaffna Titans now, with the third pick, it is Pavan Ratnayaka. Pavan Ratnayaka, right-hand bat, can bowl some offies for you as well. And this is a man now drafted as a Jaffna Titan in 2024. Congratulations, Jaffna Titans. 3 more picks left in this category, and we now head across to the extreme left of the room, the Gaul Marvels. Marvels, you've got 90 seconds on the clock, starting now. Just 2 more sides left to pick in this round. After this, the Gaul Marvels have their pick in place. And with the 6th pick of the draft, the Gaul Marvels get the thumbs up, and Prabhat Jayasuriya is the pick for the Gaul Marvels. Congratulations, guys. Prabhat Jayasuriya. We've seen him wreak havoc on the international arena as well. And the left-arm spinner comes in for the Gaul Marvels. And that means we've got 2 more picks left in this round. The next one heads across to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Hambantota Bangla Tigers, you've got 90 seconds on the clock to find yourself a bit more Sri Lankan talent. Right, the pick is in for the Hambantota Bangla Tigers, the penultimate pick of the 6th round of this draft. We've got just 1 more team left in this 6th round before we move across to more overseas talent. But for now, the Hambantota Bangla Tigers have picked Nishan Peris. Nishan Peris, the left-hand batter, right-arm offie, quality all-rounder coming in for the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Congratulations to you and to Nishan Peris as well. And that leaves just 1 side left in this 6th round, and that is the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, you've got 90 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. Take your time, you've got plenty of time. No rush at all. Here we go, the pick is in for the Candy Bolts, the final pick of round 6, category C, Sri Lankan players. Which way are they heading? A few chats within the unit. And a few thumbs ups to go with it. Chamika Gunasekara is the pick for this squad. Exciting fast bowler going to the Candy Bolts. So there you go. 6th pick of this round is Chamika Gunasekara. And with that, it ends the 6th round of the player draft. And that means each and every squad has 12 members of this side. So exciting talent to come, and we'll go across now to another exciting talent, one that served Sri Lankan cricket for such a long time. Angelo Matthews is with Namrata. Let's head across. And we'll get there in just
Angelo
a second.
Matthews
I
of
know
Colombo Giants.
there is a chat schedule, but we'll bring you Angelo Matthews. He's not leaving anytime soon as well. So we'll continue to head across to them in just a bit. But until then, we'll talk about composition of the squad as well at some stage. There's so much more left in this side. And while we do prep Angelo for a nice chat, we'll get there in a bit. Actually, why not now? Namrata, do you have him ready? Let's find out.
Angelo Matthews of Colombo Jaguars here with us. Angelo, talk to us about how happy are you with the composition so far?
Yeah, it's been good so far. I mean, obviously, everything won't go as planned because, when in a draft, you need to try and adjust and go with the flow. So obviously, we make some, good decisions. I mean, coming to Mendeley's was obviously a no-brainer, and we picked up a really good squad. So we are happy.
You've played Abu Dhabi T10 also quite much, and now you're in Lanka. We are doing Lanka Super T10. Talk to us about that.
I mean, absolutely. It's a wonderful format. It's all about fun. Just get in there, get in and out. So it's growing fast. I just recently played in the US as well, a T10, and it's a fantastic tournament to be a part of.
Talk to us about the emerging talent that we are seeing over here in Lanka now.
Yeah, it's going to be a great experience for all the younger guys. I mean, rubbing shoulders with the cream of international players and sharing their experiences, sharing the same dressing room is going to be a huge thing for them. I mean, obviously, it's only good for Sri Lanka cricket. So I wish all the young talent all the very best.
And what do you think about the composition of all the other teams, their squad?
Yeah, they've stacked up their teams, pretty nicely. There's a lot of planning and thinking going into this. So all the teams have got some really good picks.
All right, thank you so much, Angelo, for joining us, and wish you luck for the draft.
Thank you.
Thanks for that, Namrata. Nice to catch up with Angelo Matthews as well. As he said, it's an exciting time for Sri Lankan cricket. It gives an opportunity to so many that are either on the brink of breaking into the national side, who want an opportunity to showcase their talents, and what a way to do it in the span of 10 overs in what is already becoming a global phenomenon as well. So we'll now move across to a bit more global talent coming into this Lanka T10 Super League. It is round 7, category C, and that means more overseas players that come into the mix. And our first pick in this round lies with the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans, yet again, you will have 90 seconds in this round, and your 1 minute 30 therefore starts now. Guys, can we just get some support across, please, to the Jaffna Titans, and we can give them a bit more time as a result. But if we can just get a member of the technical committee, thank you. So we'll just ignore that clock for some time. We've got support heading across. This is the first pick in Cat C, overseas players, remember? So I think the issue is sorted, and we'll get that pick in soon enough. We're just going to give it a moment. Just going to tally up with the player lists and make sure that the player is certainly one that is eligible to be picked in this round by the Jaffna Titans. So give us a couple of moments. Of course, absolutely critical, as you all know, to ensure that the picks tally up with our technical committee as well. And we'll just give this a few moments to ensure that both sides have communication and there's an absolute understanding of who might be available and not. Now this is where I think tactics come in. We've got phone calls being made. We've got, hopefully you're not talking to each other across the room. But yeah, important now to see these last pieces of the puzzle come together. It is round 7. Remember, we've got round 7, 8, and 9 as the 3 mandatory rounds of this draft, following which we will have 3 optional rounds, including more young talent from Sri Lanka and also emerging talent. So just 3 rounds in terms of mandatory players, following which teams can choose to pick more players should they want. An additional 3 available, a maximum squad size of 18, a minimum squad size of 15 for this inaugural season of the Lanka T10 Super League. Okay, we'll give it a few moments. I think we're finally getting to a conclusion as well. Totally understandable given what's at stake for each side, how valuable and how critical each player is. So we'll allow for these moments to conclude in the best way that they need to, with a proper resolution so both sides have an understanding of how to go forward as well. If you can maybe get a mic across in the meantime. If you've got a handheld mic, I think we'll wait because given sequence, we'll have to wait until there's a resolution and then we can finish them and then move to the next team because it might be unfair on them should they want another player otherwise in this category. So we'll just give this a few moments. Have we got a mic that can float around? That would be handy. Yeah, maybe I'll get Dushmanta on stage for a quick chat while we're waiting as well. Come on up, sir. Why not? While they're having a chat, why don't we have a chat as well? Only right. So obviously we chatted at the start of today. Very exciting start. I think so far we've seen 12 players being picked and exciting talent as well. How much have you enjoyed today so far, given the way squads are coming together, given the overseas talent mixing in with a lot of young and experienced Sri Lankan talent?
Yeah, well, the progress has been very well so far. It has been a very interesting hour or so.
Yeah.
The most significant thing that I saw today is that most of the franchise owners have picked players according to their credentials.
Yeah.
So that is what we need. We need to have a very good tournament. The quality of cricketers that they have picked so far is fantastic. So that's what we need. And also I saw the owners picking 4 players out of 6 who took part in the Hong Kong Sixers.
Yeah.
So that was good. So we always talk about power hitting.
Yeah.
And I think this is the format that we could, build that. Players, the youngsters, give them the opportunity and the exposure to come and display their talent.
Yeah, why not? If you can win a tournament in 6 overs, another 4 overs is like a cushion. It's like almost an entire sort of day of test cricket almost when you put it in perspective. But it's exciting, isn't it? Because we're seeing so many different formats, players being tested therefore in such different scenarios. But just the excitement around T10 coming to Sri Lanka. We heard obviously from Shaji earlier on how this phenomenon has gone across to the United States, it's gone to Zimbabwe and Africa, it's now in Sri Lanka. How happy are you? How excited are you? Not just for the talent, but for the fans that are going to be able to watch this global talent on display.
Of course, yes. This is something new for Sri Lanka cricket.
Yeah.
As you very correctly said, we are different formats, Test cricket, limited over, T20, and the newest format. And it's important that we decide the players for each format.
Yep.
I'm sure Test cricketer will not be able to come and fit into the T10 or T20. So it is good. The players are getting the opportunity to perform and show their capabilities. That's the most important thing. So I think the way forward. Sri Lankan cricketing fans will enjoy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure from 11 to the 19th we will see some good cricket being played in Sri Lanka.
Just one thing before you head off, we've talked about a lot of the experienced campaigners here. A lot of them are in this room, guys who have sort of heralded Sri Lankan cricket forward as well. But then you've got this whole bunch of emerging talent still to come, young Sri Lankan talent, who on the back of a tournament like this could put their hand up for Sri Lankan selection as well. That's got to be part of why this is special, isn't it? Because as you said, you've got cricketers who are playing Test cricket, T20 ODIs, now you've got a T10, and suddenly you're seeing elements of a cricketer that you may not have seen before.
Of course, yes. During the Lanka Premier League, we saw some of the youngsters coming and performing exceptionally well. And, it was within no time, they got into the national side. So there were guys like, Chamindra Wickramasinghe.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this is a good platform to everyone to come and, show their talent to the globe. And also, it's something good for them. People around the world will see their talent.
Yeah.
That's how, they will get the opportunity of going out and playing cricket.
Absolutely. Samantha, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll let you take your seat as well. Thank you so much. Very exciting to hear from Samantha yet again. But we do have a lot of chats that we can potentially have as well. Do we have a mic there with the Candy Bolt? Squad, we'll get them up on top. Why not? The coach of the Candy Bolts up onto stage. It's been lightning bolt pace in terms of how they've picked their squad as well. And it's nice to hear from the squad. Yeah, come on, bigger round of applause. Why not? There we go, there we go. Why not? Now, just take us through the pace of your picks. Did you guys come in knowing exactly what you wanted, but also did it help that other teams maybe just left those picks quietly for you to pick up?
No, we came with a plan, and team composition and everything, we done our homework, and we prepared ourselves, And so that's how we worked.
You know, when you look at your squad coming in itself with those pre-signings, Tisara, obviously Imad Wasim, again, plenty of international talent, George Munzi. Then you've gone young in your picks today. Was that intentional, saying that you've got a lot of experience and therefore they can shape a lot of the youngsters that you've then signed?
Yeah, because already we got experienced campaigners like Tisara, like Dinesh Chandimal, and Imad Wasim.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing and which we have to improve Sri Lanka cricket, right? So that's why we plan to go with the youngsters.
Young talent,
And to be honest, we did well.
Yeah,
so
you
far.
have. So far, so good. I can see the big smiles on your table. Just in terms of T10, what do you guys look for that is different to, let's say, a T20 squad, let's say an ODI squad? Obviously, we see a lot of all-rounders getting picked, but is that something that is straight away into the think tank? What else do you look for when you're building a T10 side?
To be honest, this is one of the fastest game. And to be honest, if we are picking players, we need kind of all-rounders to cover. Because if you are going for, like, you know, the guy who can bat or the guy who can bowl, it's not giving anything extra to the team. So that's what, that was our plan. And we were like, you know, we stick to that and we just stick to on our plan.
So far, you stuck to it beautifully. Thanks so much for chatting with us as well. And I'm sure the rest of your squad will build beautifully as well. I'm going to now call Mr. Yasin Chowdhury up on stage, a man who I think has gone around the T10 global franchise as much as the franchises have gone itself and the leagues itself have gone around. Yasin sir, please come up on stage, the owner of the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. I think a lot of people have become very familiar with the Bangla Tigers franchise as well across T10 Global. How excited are you to see this entire global phenomenon now park in Sri Lanka, coming to another nation that absolutely loves its cricket?
Thank you. Absolutely amazing over here. The environment in Lanka for cricket is excellent.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we love it too. What is it about the T10 Global franchise that you seem to love? Because as Shaji said earlier today as well, you've been an ambassador of this entire league in many ways. Wherever you find the T10 Global League going across the globe, we find Mr. Yasin Chowdhury there. How much of it have you enjoyed?
Yeah, but you know, the T10 form is much more, if you compare with the T20, it is much more exciting as well as the intense of the match is much more in T10.
Yeah.
So I love T10. You need a proper mindset to play T10. Rather, skill you need, but mindset is most important for the T10. So I have played all the leagues around the globe for the T10, and in Zimbabwe we became
champions.
So what I tried to keep my own setup.
Yes.
And this setup is doing good.
Yeah.
So if I was looking at the picks of the other team as well, I have seen that the picks are really good.
Yeah.
And there will be a good tournament ahead in Sri Lanka. We will rock over here.
We 100% will rock over here. Just one last question before you head off. You've got such an exciting table there. You've got Dasun Shanaka here, Isuru Udana there as well. You guys seem to have had a good time at the table making your picks. How nice is it to have both those guys at your table?
They're like my family, basically. And Dasun has been playing for me for a long time, and Isuru and is from the beginning. So I'm feeling very homely over here. So I feel that the team would perform well over here in Sri Lanka.
I'm sure they will. I'll let you get back to your home. Sir, thanks so much for joining us, and all the best for the season yet again. Thank you. Always nice to have a nice chat with various stakeholders within the league as well. A big round of applause actually for Mr. Yasin Chowdhury, someone who's invested so much of his own time, energy and money into this league, and no doubt has enjoyed it. As he says, his own family is here in the form of the players, and that's what it does. I think when you own a franchise, when you're part of a franchise, you start to really feel like the franchise is certainly family as well, and it's nice to get that feeling from the players here too. Just to get a little nod from the technical committee, if we can move along to the next team, or are we going to stay with them? Staying with them? Yeah. So we will go back to the Jaffna Titans now. I think we have sorted the technical issue with the Jaffna Titans. So let's start fresh. Round 7, Category C, overseas players. And the first pick of the round is with the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans, you've got 90 seconds. Just 90 now. Starts now. If we can just get some support across, I think they still can't pick the player on the software, please. If you can maybe just let our technical committee know who the player is, might be easier. I think that's sorted now. There we go. Let's hope it's worth the wait for you guys, Jaffna Titans. Overseas talent coming your way. And this is, remember, the first pick of round 7, Category C of overseas talent. So here we go. As far as overseas players go, George Garton, the left arm pacer, but more really the left-hand batter, George Garton, coming in to this squad. Congratulations, Jaffna Titans. Overseas talent now part of this side, and a very handy batter to watch, really, in the form of George Garton, drafted in the first pick of round 7. We now move across to the second pick of this round. It's with the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, you've had a long time to think about this one. Your 90 seconds starts now. All right, the Candy Bolts have their pick in place in Category C of the overseas players. George Garton was the first pick for the Jaffna Titans. Where are we going with the Candy Bolts? We just heard from the coaching staff as well and the team, who seem pretty happy with the youngsters that they've picked. Will they continue to go young with the next pick? As Chandrapal Hemraj. Chandrapal Hemraj is the next pick for the Candy Bolts. So Candy Bolts, congratulations. Now officially a part of your squad. And he is an exciting batter to watch. He's played a lot of T10 cricket already. So will be good to see Chandrapal Hemraj come through yet again for the Candy Bolts this time around. All right, pick number 3 in this round goes to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, you've got 90 seconds. Can we just get some help across to the Nuwara Eliya Kings, please? From the technical desk, can we just get some support across? Thank you. So we will hold on the minute 30 clock and then go back to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. So far, so good in this draft. I know it's been exciting. It's been about an hour and a half or 2 since we've gotten going, and we're probably left with just a couple of rounds after this. Remember, round 8, round 9 are the only 2 mandatory rounds, after which we'll head into the optional rounds for each side. And I'm sure there'll be a couple of teams that would want to load up on the young Sri Lankan talent thereafter as well. So we'll head into emerging talent after this one, both Sri Lankan talent and overseas talent from the West Indies and Zimbabwe. But for now, we do have the next pick of this round with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. And we'll give it a moment as we just sort out the technical issue with this pick of the draft. if we do have a bit of a wait, might actually pull our good friend Parvez Maroof onto stage if he's got a moment. And Ma, if you can join us up on stage once you're done, if you don't mind, for a quick chat. It's been an exciting day so far, exciting evening. And I just want to tap into your mind, Maha, on not just the composition of the sides actually, but more of the significance of this T10 phenomenon here in Sri Lanka. I think we've really talked about the excitement building around the players, the understanding behind it as well for each of these sides. But if I had to put you on the spot a little bit in terms of what you would look for in terms of a T10 cricketer, what are some of those character traits that for you stand out when you look at some of the T10 talent that's coming across?
I think when it comes to T10, it's important to have someone, unorthodox in simple ways. We can say freakish.
Yeah.
If you're a spinner, if you're a fast bowler, someone who can be a bit unorthodox, as you said.
Couple of guys can bowl with both hands. That helps.
We got a couple of them in Sri Lanka itself. If you can find some from the overseas arena, it will be lovely to see as well. And when it comes to batters, players who can hit sixes.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It's 10 overs, 3 overs of power play. It's important, whoever wins this competition, to use the power play well. I think the 3 overs with just 2 fielders outside the ring, this is where most of the teams tactically would target. And this is where you need bowlers who are unorthodox bowlers. Like Ajantha Mendis or Mahesh Theekshana, gone are the days. I was going to say Ajantha Mendis, Mahesh Theekshana is someone who's doing it really well.
Yeah.
So some unorthodox spinners, some bowlers with unique action, and batsmen who could hit the big boundary.
You know, we always go back in time, and for me, growing up watching Sri Lankan cricket, it was always exciting to watch Sri Lanka in white ball cricket. From the olden days to all the way today, where there's new talent constantly coming up. As you said, exciting talent, unorthodox talent as well. How important is a league like this, a T10 league on the back of a Hong Kong Sixers win, to see more emerging talent start to feel that hunger to represent Sri Lanka as well?
I think Sri Lanka is renowned for unorthodox cricketers to come through. So if you're from Amuttai Muralidharan to Sanat Jayasuriya to Lasith Malinga, present day you got Nuwan Tushara, Matisha Pathirana, all these unique cricketers. So we have been blessed. In a way, Sri Lanka cricket is blessed to have players coming through the system who's having that unorthodoxness and having that value in franchise cricket.
Yeah.
For example, Matisha Pathirana in the IPL, he fetched more than $1.7 million. So it shows a youngster, if he have a good season, that's where you start. So similarly, this is what T10 will bring to the table. You have a good T10, maybe 1 or 2 players will come through the system, you never know. And the selectors will keep an eye. So it's an opportunity for everybody. Commercially, globally, I think it's a massive opportunity to make it big. And financially as well, Sri Lanka cricket will benefit, as well as the cricketers, the franchises.
The fans.
So I think it's a win-win situation to everyone. Something new for Sri Lanka, but T10 have shown around the world that interest is there. So it's my first time working in a T10 competition, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'm sure you're going to enjoy it as much as everyone here. Ma, thanks so much for joining us again, and we'll keep you busy through the rest of this day, no doubt as well. But we'll head back to the draft, and a massive round of applause for a man who's been joining us whenever we've required to jump into the mind of Parvez Maroof, someone who actually would have enjoyed this format as an all-rounder himself, I'm sure as well, but enjoying it from the other side of the desk this time around. We'll move now forward into the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Guys, I think we're sorted now, so we'll get that 90-second clock up for you. There we go. 1:30 on the clock, starting now. There we go. pick has been made by the Nuwara Eliya Kings. And this is, of course, more overseas players that we are in search of. We've seen the likes of George Garton go early in this round. Time to find out where the Nuwara Eliya Kings are heading. We seem to have a stamp of approval from the technical committee. Zubairullah Akbari. Zubairullah Akbari now joins the Nuwara Eliya Kings, the all-rounder, capable of striking at large, good wicket taker as well. So great options for the Nuwara Eliya Kings, more all-rounders as we suspect coming into this format. So Zubairullah Akbari joining you guys. Congratulations to you and to the player as well. And we move forward therefore to the next pick of this draft, the fourth pick of this round with the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Hambantota Bangla Tigers, your minute 30 is on the clock. And this is where the additional time becomes absolutely critical. Gives them the opportunity to make a couple of phone calls, check on a few players, tick the boxes. There we go, the pick is in for the Hambantota Bangla Tigers, using that time wisely. And it's time to find out who their pick is in round 7. As we heard from Mr. Yasin Chowdhury, they are the champions from the Zimbabwe League. They'd love to double up in 2024. Who's going to help them? That's a big question. As we glance over to the technical desk, just 2 picks left in this round. All right, we seem to have an okay, and it's Bangladesh's Soumya Sarkar. Soumya Sarkar comes in to this squad and no doubt will be a valuable asset as well. Fine batter, can be handy with his experience, his value on the field too. So there we go, drafted by the Hambantota Bangla Tigers, Soumya Sarkar. 2 picks left therefore in this round. And the 5th pick of round 7 is with the Colombo Jaguars. Colombo Jaguars, you've got 90 seconds starting now. Quick pick in for the Colombo Jaguars. This is, remember, the 7th round. That means a total of 13 players at the end of this round for each squad. We move into our emerging talent up next. But the Colombo Jaguars with the penultimate pick in terms of overseas might. Where are they going? Just need the approval to come through. Amir Jamal is the pick for the Jaguars, and it has been confirmed by our technical desk as well. There we go. Amir Jamal, congratulations, Colombo Jaguars. Now a part of your squad for 2024. And that leaves us with just 1 pick in this round. The Marvels looking at you up next. You've got a minute 30 on the clock, and that time starts now. All right, final pick of the overseas category seems to be done and dusted. Gaul Marvels have made their choice. We'll just await confirmation of that choice as well before we head into the emerging talent up next, both local talent and talent from West Indies and Zimbabwe. So, first up, the pick for the Gaul Marvels. To complete round 7 of the Lanka T10 Super League player draft. The overseas pick, Kesrick Williams, heading across to the Gaul Marvels. And that is a really handy pick as well. Kesrick Williams has played a lot of T10 cricket, remember, and could bring a wealth of experience to the Gaul Marvels. Congratulations, guys. That is round 7, therefore, done and dusted. We'll move quickly into the next category in the interest of time as well. And the next category, therefore, is Emerging Sri Lankan Talent. Emerging Sri Lankan Talent, we start round 8 with the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Hambantota Tigers, your time starts now. This is Emerging Sri Lankan Talent in round 8. We'll then move across to the emerging talent from overseas, Zimbabwe and Cricket West Indies. We'll get the clock to pause. And we'll give them the time that they need. Thank you very much. Just going to check with our technical desk before we come back to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. It's a lot of fresh names that will come out in this list as well. Emerging talent, always important. These could be the next set of players that play for their nations. And I think that's why this is a very, very important category. For any league around the world, we've seen some of the most exciting young talent come from this category. And that's why keep your eyes peeled in for the names that you see here. You may not recognize some of them today, but I can guarantee you that in a year from now, a lot of these names will certainly become household names, not just here in Sri Lanka, but around the world as well. So, which is that first name? We will wait to find out, but it will certainly be worth the wait. We just heard earlier from Maruf, from so many others as well, including the likes of several from Sri Lankan cricket, talk about why it is important for young talent to get that platform. This is certainly the platform that a lot of them are looking for as well. So as we move forward into these next couple of rounds, not just emerging talent from Sri Lanka, but emerging talent from Cricket West Indies, from Zimbabwe, there's a lot to savor, a lot to look forward to, and therefore we'll give them a few moments to sort this issue out, and we'll be underway with the first pick of this round to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Meanwhile, the next pick in this round, remember, will be to the Gaul Marvels, then to the Kandy Bolts as well, so you guys can get set. Damika, I'm sure you guys are all set to get your picks ready as well. All right, Do we have the pick in? If I'm not wrong, the first pick of this round is Siobhan Daniels. Yep, there we go. Siobhan Daniels is the first pick of the emerging talent. We've already seen a bit of Siobhan Daniels, and it is very exciting from what we've seen so far. So Siobhan Daniels now part of the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Congratulations, guys. That is the first pick of emerging Sri Lankan talent in this round 8. We then move to the Gaul Marvels. Gaul Marvels, again, you've got 90 seconds in this round, so your minute 30 starts now. I think they're sorted. Thank you. All right, the Gaul Marvels have made their pick in terms of emerging Sri Lankan talent in round 8. We've seen Siobhan Daniels go to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers with the first pick of this round. It's Dumindu Sumina who heads across to the Gaul franchise now. The Gaul Marvels going with Dumindu Sumina. Congratulations, guys. Your pick of emerging talent is now done and dusted in round 8. The next pick of round 8, the third pick, lies with the Candy Bolts up front. Candy Bolts, your 90 seconds is on the clock. And they needed all of 10 seconds. See, I knew you were ready. Sorted. Thanks, Davina. There you go. And the Candy Bolts, where are they heading with their emerging talent? All these sides have had a good look at what they need and what they're after. And in round 8, with 3 sides still to go, Danal Hemananda is the pick, the all-rounder, drafted now by the Candy Bolts. Danal Hemananda is now part of the global T10 opportunities that will come his way. So congratulations to him and to the franchise as well. We now move to the next pick in this round. It is with the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans, pick number 4 in this round lies with you, and you've got a minute 30 on the clock starting now. Can we just get some support over to the Jaffna Titans, please? Thank you. All right, we just give this a few moments for the Jaffna Titans, and we'll come back to this pick. It is pick number 4 in this 8th round of the draft. We've got only one mandatory round after this, after which we've got 3 optional rounds for teams. We'll go across the room, get a show of hands as to who wants to use those rounds, and we'll dip into then rounds 10, 11, and 12 thereafter. So this is the last mandatory round after this one, rather. Emerging Sri Lankan talent, then emerging global talent from Cricket West Indies and also from Zimbabwe. But first up, pick number 4, still with the Jaffna Titans. It seems like we might have a solve. Going by pure body language here. Why not? I think we should have a choice coming through for the Jaffna Titans. So sit tight. We have the choice into our technical desk, I think, who are going to approve the pick manually for the Jaffna Titans. This, remember, a very important category of the draft, emerging Sri Lankan talent. As we said earlier, in many ways, the future of Sri Lankan cricket as well. And it gives each and every one of them an opportunity in a no-holds-bar battle. And it is Yasin Matthews that has been picked up by the Jaffna Titans in this round. It's the fourth pick of this round, and Yasin Matthews has now been officially drafted into the Lanka T10 Super League. Congratulations, Jaffna Titans. Now over to the fifth pick of this round. It's with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, you've got a minute and a half starting now. There we go, the pick is in for the Nuwara Eliya Kings in round number 8 with the penultimate pick of the round. Vishen Halmabage. Vishen Halmabage is the pick for this squad, and Vishen is now a part of the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Congratulations, guys. Vishen now a part of your unit. The leggy and the all-rounder, exciting to watch, and one that we will no doubt look forward to in the league to come as well. So, brings us to the last pick, therefore, of this round. It lies with the Colombo Jaguars in the center. So, the final pick of emerging Sri Lankan talent for now with the Colombo Jaguars. With 30 seconds still to go, they got their pick. I like that. Plenty of thought has gone into it across the table. And the Colombo Jaguars have made the final pick now in the emerging Sri Lankan cricket category. Round number 8. We lead now into our final round after this. But the final pick in terms of emerging Sri Lankan talent for the Colombo Jaguars, Ranuda Somaratna. Ranuda Somaratna is the pick for the Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations, guys. Wonderful pick, no doubt, for you as well. The batter and offie comes your way, drafted into this global T10 league. So that ends round number 8. We now head into the final mandatory round of the Player Draft 2024. So after this, we've got optional rounds. This will be the final round of mandatory picks. Just to remind you, this will be the pick for your 15th member of the squad. Teams can opt to not pick any more players after this. It's a minimum squad size of 15. This is a category with emerging players from Cricket West Indies and Zimbabwe. So yet again, you will have that additional 30 seconds. It's 90 seconds on the clock. And the first pick of this round lies with the Gaul Marvels. Your last mandatory pick of the draft, 90 seconds starts now. They've got their choice in. Marumani is the pick, the batter from Zimbabwe, the left-hand bat, drafted in now by the Gall squad. Congratulations, he does come in with some really good numbers in the T10 format. Look at that strike rate, 201. That's pretty handy to have. So guys, congratulations, exciting talent to watch from Zimbabwe and a left-handed batter. I've got a little bit of a bias there as well, so why not? Congrats, guys. And that is the first pick of the emerging overseas talent from Zimbabwe and the West Indies. We now move to the second pick of this round, and it is with the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans would like some support, please. On the software front, please. If we can help the Jaffna Titans, maybe just give them a manual pick. But the Jaffna Titans will hold on your clock. So the first pick of this round, Marumani going to the Gall squad, who seem to have gotten up. I think you still got some work to do, but we'll let you take a break. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But we'll come back to it, and we'll see how their cards are played after. They don't need to give much away. Why not? But it's been a good squad built so far by the Gall Marvels. There's still a lot of work to be done by some of the other sides. And these are the crucial final pieces of the puzzle that are coming together for these teams. So we've got that clock started, and we'll hopefully have that pick in for the Jaffna Titans. This is the second pick of this round. This is the last mandatory round, remember, of the 2024 Lanka T10 Super League. Emerging talent from Zimbabwe and the West Indies. Kevin Wickham. Kevin Wickham is the pick coming through, and it is a pick that heads to the Jaffna Titans. Yes, now drafted as well. Offie and batter gives you again a very handy strike rate, close to 200 yet again, so exciting talent to watch. And Kevin Wickham coming your way. Congratulations, Jaffna Titans. We'll move forward now to the third pick of this round. The third pick is with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, you've got 90 seconds on the clock. Right, choice has been made by the Nuwara Eliya Kings. And that is the third pick, remember, of this category, the final mandatory round of this 2024 player draft. Remains to be seen how many of these squads will opt for more players than 15. If you're happy with your squad, why not? But it is Rivaldo Clark from the West Indies, the keeper batter, coming in with T10 experience. Congratulations to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. More young West Indian talent and handy with the gloves as well. So that is the man that heads across, Rivaldo Clark. And we'll now move forward to the fourth pick of this round. The fourth pick is with the Colombo Jaguars in the center. Colombo Jaguars, your look at emerging overseas talent is here. 90 seconds coming your way. Colombo Jaguars have their pick as well. Again, exciting talent to watch. We've seen a lot of this emerging talent already in the Zim Afro League. We've seen them produce some unbelievable moments in T10 cricket, and we're only set to see more from them. And certainly a jewel in the crown could be this man from the West Indies. Jewel Andrew, keeper batter himself, comes in for the Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations, guys. Drafted now in your last mandatory round, and that is 15 players sorted for the Jaguars. Jewel Andrews coming your way. And that means we head across now to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers for your last mandatory pick of this player draft. Your 90 seconds is on the clock. Right, the pick is in for the Hambantota squad. Emerging talent appearing from all corners of the globe. This time around from the West Indies and Zimbabwe. We saw Jewel Andrew before. Now it is Brian Bennett from Zimbabwe. The all-rounder. Right-hand bat, right-arm offie coming your way. Again, has played a bit of T10 cricket. Great numbers with the bat. Congratulations to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Their 15-member squad now complete, and they can opt for 3 more should they want it. But that is done and dusted with Brian Bennett from Zimbabwe. That leaves us with 1 pick left, and that is with the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, your 90 seconds starts now. Right, the Candy Bowls have made their pick. This is the final pick of the mandatory rounds of the 2024 player draft in the Lanka T10 Super League. The final pick lying with the Candy Bolts from Zimbabwe and the West Indies. A lot of emerging talent that we've seen already in T10 cricket. Where are we going with this one? Just waiting for the seal of approval. Just going to wait on this pick. Got the pick in, just going to wait for the seal of approval. And meanwhile, let's head across to Farvez Maroof to give us a little bit of an overview of what we've had so far. We've had a lot of squads coming together. Bringing it all together is going to be Maha for us.
So we have Maroof here with us. Maroof, let's do a quick chat about what's happening today out here.
I think it's a historical day for Sri Lanka. I mean, when 5 years ago when LPL happened during the COVID, not much people thought that LPL will hit the heights that it has reached. Within 5 years, it has become a global brand. So this is something T10, I think for the first time, exciting times ahead. Personally, as a former cricketer, I'm so excited. I'm sure the viewers, the players, the administrators are looking forward to T10 to be launched. So exciting times ahead, and definitely something to look forward to.
I'm sure, like you said yourself, you've played so much cricket in your life. As a former cricketer, what do you think the T10 format is going to bring in Sri Lanka? What sort of impact is it going to put on Sri Lanka cricket?
I just wish this T10, T10 cricket came into life 10 years ago. I would have been part. I would have loved to play T10 cricket with my expertise as an all-rounder.
Yeah.
But yeah, nevertheless, it's been wonderful. It's exciting. It's good for the fans. Within 1.5 hours, the game is done. It's just a carnival.
Absolutely.
It's a carnival where you come out with the family, have a good time. Sometimes there are 3 games a day, so you just come out there, have a good time. As players, it's imperative to get out there and entertain the crowd. So cricket is all about entertainment. So music, cricket, viewers together. This is a party time which is going to happen in Sri Lanka come the 12th of December.
And just to add to whatever you said, like you mentioned, there's so much cricket, entertainment, so much buzz that's going to happen around here, right? I mean, I've been associated with T10 for a couple of years now. And although it's the shortest format, like the fastest format of cricket, we have never compromised on the quality of cricket, quality of players from all around the world. What do you think?
I think you are much more experienced than me when it comes to T10.
Come on.
T10, you've traveled the world.
You're just being kind and just being too sweet.
You've seen your own eyes. I've seen on live telecasts with all the T10s happening in the world. It's an atmosphere of a carnival. You get out there, have a good time, get entertained by the cricketers, world-class cricketers who's going to go out there and make you entertained. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. I said it before as well. It's a commercially, it's a massive opportunity. Financially, it's going to be beneficial for the players, the cricket administrators, Sri Lanka cricket, the franchise owners. It's going to be massive. So even for the youngsters who are making their name for the first time playing a tournament like this, if they do well, the selectors, the people of Sri Lanka around the world will remember your name. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. It's about going out there, having some fun, and as I said before, I'm just looking forward to the start of the tournament.
Absolutely, I think it's amazing for the entire ecosystem, like you mentioned, for the players, for presenters, commentators, owners, literally everyone who's associated with this, right? And like we said, it's been global for the last 2 years now, and it's just amazing to see how every different place you go to, you see a different style and unique energy coming from everywhere. For example, last month when we were in Zimbabwe, you obviously see this electrifying energy in the field, and then you go to Abu Dhabi and you see all these really, really strong cricket fans. And like Shaji mentioned earlier, we've witnessed probably the highest number of fans in the stadium in Abu Dhabi for any sports in the UAE.
And Abu Dhabi's stadium is not easy to fill, as Saji did say that it filled up for the first time, which itself speaks volumes about the brand that he has created. So similarly, I just saw the same competitiveness, same enthusiasm will come to Sri Lanka as well, T10. I mean, to be honest, it will be something new for the viewers of Sri Lanka.
100%.
And it will take a little while to digest, but I'm sure, being a past cricketer, loving the entertainment, that the viewers will get into it. And, end of the day, franchise cricket is all about having fun. So as players, you get out there, have some fun, and entertain the crowd. And, that's all about it in the end of the day.
Well, it's cricket's fastest format, so it'll be a very fast digestion, hopefully. But yeah, thank you so much, Maru, for joining us, and it was a really fun chat with you, and we'll get along with the draft now.
Sure.
Thanks so much for that, Namrata and Farvez Maroof. But let's get straight back into that final pick, the final mandatory pick of this Lanka T10 Super League player draft. It's with the Candy Bowls. I think the player now is sorted, and we will now have that player come up for you guys as well. And I think he's going to come up in just a bit. He's there somewhere in the background. I think it's Aruneshto Veja. Yeah, there we go. Aruneshto is now part of the Bolts. The Zimbabwean bowler, he's going to be a part of your squad. The left armer as well, exciting talent to watch in the form of Arinesto. And he's played a bit of T10 cricket. Exciting as he might be, it's going to be awesome to watch him work with the likes of Adamika Prasad and Tisara Pereira as well in amongst that squad. So congratulations to the Kandy Bolts. And now, therefore, it brings us to the end of the mandatory rounds of this player draft. And I think we, therefore, will just take a look and scan across the room to understand how many teams do want to utilize the optional rounds. Just a show of hands, maybe. There's 3 optional rounds. Yep, that's one team. Yes. So overall, I think there are teams that do want to. Can we get a show of hands? Jaffna, Hambantota, Colombo. I think overall, yes. So we'll go forward with the optional rounds of the draft. And that means we move straight through to the 3 optional rounds. So teams now will be permitted to pick a player from Category A Sri Lanka, Category B Sri Lanka, and in round 12, you'll also have the chance to pick another emerging Sri Lankan talent. So these rounds, remember, are not mandatory. You all have your 15-member squads sorted, but we can now begin with the 3 optional rounds of this draft. And the first pick, therefore, of the optional round number 1 lies with the Colombo Jaguars. Colombo Jaguars, you can choose to exercise the option to pick in this round. And your time in this round, 90 seconds, will yet again start now. We'll count you down, no doubt. But the optional rounds have begun. Colombo Jaguars seem to have made their pick. They've got the pick done. It's over to the technical committee to confirm it. And remember, this is the first of 3 optional rounds. You can pick from any players of Category 1 and Category A and B, rather, of Sri Lankan talent. Give me a second. All right, so in the first pick of this round, it is Asita Fernando that has been picked by the Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations, guys. The right-arm pacer is now a part of the Jaguars setup. So Asita Fernando officially now drafted as the first optional pick by the Jaguars. And we move now to the second pick of this round. And we head across to the Marvels. Gaul Marvels, you've got 90 seconds. You're choosing to opt out of this round? Okay, that's fine. So the Gaul Marvels have chosen to opt out of this round. We move forward, therefore, to the Kandy Bolts. Kandy Bolts, you have an option to pick from Category A, Category B Sri Lankan players as well. So your 90 seconds starts now. I'll let you know when you have about 30 seconds. I've got a good view of it. Oh, you don't need it. Too easy. There we go. And the Kandy Bolts with the third pick, therefore, of the optional first round of the draft in round 10 have made their pick. And Sikuge Prasanna is the pick. The leggy and batter Sikuge Prasanna is the pick for the Kandy Bolts in the first optional round of this draft. Congratulations, guys. And we move now into pick number 4, Hambantota Bangla Tigers. You have an option to exercise. Will you be exercising the option? Yes, I think they will. So your 90 seconds starts now. And they've made their pick, the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. The optional rounds, very, very critical, and players that have missed out from category A and B from Sri Lanka have a second opportunity to get picked, and maybe these are the guys that become the game changers as well through the course of this inaugural edition of the Lanka T10 Super League. So Hambantota Bangla Tigers have made their pick. Just waiting for that stamp of approval. And here it comes. Sahan Arachigge comes in. Sahan is the pick for them. The all-rounder left-hand bat has been picked by the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Congratulations, guys. Wonderful pick for you. And that, therefore, takes us to the fifth pick of this round. Jaffna Titans, will you be exercising your pick in this? They say no. So Jaffna Titans have not chosen to make a choice in this, and we head across, therefore, to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings. We're just going to give them a moment as they need a little bit of support. Just give me a thumbs up once you guys are ready, and we'll get going with your 90 seconds, Nuwara Eliya Kings. Remember, you guys have the option of picking Sri Lankan talent from category A and category B. This round is not mandatory, as we've seen a couple of teams pass on this round as well. But we will have one more category after this, where you will have 90 seconds to pick emerging talent as well. So Nuwara Eliya Kings have the final pick of this optional round 10. After which we'll head across to one more continuation round of the optional players. And we've got the 90 seconds now on the clock. Right, Nuwara Eliya Kings seem to have their pick in place, and remember, this is the final pick of round 10. The first of 3 optional rounds here after all mandatory picks are done. A minimum squad size of 15. A couple of teams are at 15 and seem to be quite content with a 15-member squad so far. We've seen a couple already utilize this round to pick international talent, and Chamika Karunaratne is the next pick here. Chamika Karunaratne is the pick for the Nuwara Eliya Kings, the all-rounder coming their way. Pacer and hard-hitting right-hand bat in the T10 format. Congratulations, Nuwara Eliya Kings. Chamika Karunaratne is now part of your squad. And we'll move now swiftly into round number 12. Round number 12, another optional round that is a continuation of this round. And the first pick of this round 12 is with the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, you've got 90 seconds on the clock starting now. 90 seconds, Candy Bolts, in the next round. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, say the Candy Bolts in this round, and therefore 16 members so far for them. We'll move forward into the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, you have the option of picking another choice in this round. A little support, if we can, please, to the Nuwara Eliya Kings desk. Thank you. So Nuwara Eliya Kings, remember, did pick in the previous round. They are opting to make a choice in round number 11 as well. And we've still got one round of emerging talent to come after this. So stay patient. It's been a very, very fruitful evening so far. Really decisive picks. And it is a few minutes to decide the fate of a lot of teams over the course of the next month when we hit the league come December 11th. So very, very important few rounds, couple of rounds here of this Player Draft 2024. We're just going to wait on the Nuwara Eliya Kings, who've got the support that they need at their table. Gives us a little bit of a breather as well. Stay with our thoughts and figure out the last couple of picks. Maybe some of these teams are done for the day as well. Minimum squad size has been ticked off, but it's an ability to now bolster those squads. We've seen the likes of Sikoge Prasanna, international experience coming in late, and many others as well. So let's see where the Nuwara Eliya Kings are going with this pick. Here we go, 90 seconds now on the clock for the Nuwara Eliya Kings. About 20 seconds to go for you, Nuwara Eliya Kings. Ten seconds to go. And in case, is it the software, guys, or if it's all okay, then they'll only have to, well, the time's run out. I just want to understand whether it's a software issue or will they then have to wait for the end of this round, please? We can get confirmation because we will then move on to the next side and come back to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. All right, Namrata, I'm going to come across to you in the meantime. Give this a moment. Who have you got with you? Time to find out. And have a quick chat before we resume the player draft.
So here we have Shaji ul Mulk over here with us, who is the founder and chairman of T10 Global and Mulk Holdings, obviously. Shaji, congratulations first of all on T10 Global and bringing T10 to now Sri Lanka finally. Talk to us about that.
Well, I think it's been a part of the journey. And obviously when I took a decision to take T10 Global, and it was very important for us to get the full member board into the play. And luckily for us, the Zimbabwe Cricket Board and the Lanka Cricket Board both signed with us. This event was supposed to be done last year, but then we postponed it to this year to accommodate the whole season, basically. And we're very excited. We're very excited that because Lanka Cricket Board had a very special place in the existence of the T10 itself. First it started off, when the T10 started, we needed the Lanka Cricket Board to support us in setting the team, which they did. So from that perspective, we're extremely excited that a cricketing body like the Lanka and a market like Sri Lanka
he is part of the T10 journey.
No, I'm very sure that, sorry, I'm very sure that T10 coming to Sri Lanka is going to make big waves, and we've seen T10 doing so well in Zimbabwe, in Abu Dhabi, in US, hopefully in India also soon. So I'm pretty sure that we all are very excited, and it's going to be a huge success, T10 coming to Sri Lanka. But how do you think is T10 going to create an impact in Sri Lanka and the future of cricket of Sri Lanka?
Yes, I think traditionally, if you see the Sri Lankan cricket or the global cricket, everything revolves, and what an event impacts the cricketing development. Right? That's what T10 does. And without exaggerating, some very big names in the world of cricket, I think Nicholas Puran is one of them,
Right.
was found actually in T10. The performances in the T10 put them to the attention of the world, including IPL, West Indies cricket team, and so on and so forth. And Ian Morgan has gone on record to say that he honed his skills, Bravo, Pollard, many of them, basically. So I think that's what we're excited about. When you bring a format like T10, it's got very special skills and the pace that it plays. So that skill development for any cricketing world is very important. Plus, I think what we do for the youngsters and the way we have structured it, like, for example, even the emerging players, now that's imparting and empowering basically the youth into being a world-class players. So the multiple levels, and don't forget the economic impact of an international event. I mean, we go live in 100 countries, and of course, Lanka cricket is already very popular, but then events like T10, when they come, a global event like that, and puts the Lanka as a world-class, stage for hosting international events.
Talk to us about this exciting update that we found out about T10 residences coming up in Ajman in UAE, and it's a $500 million project. Talk to us about that.
Yes, I think we were very excited about that, because you see, T10 as a brand has grown to an extremely high visibility. The pure stats that we have, we're hitting 500 million on viewership. We go live to 100 countries, and the brand recall of T10 is significant, because we offer for any brand, the US market, the African market, the Indian market, the Middle East market, and now the Lankan market. So when we offer something like that, so these are all strong real estate markets. So we were lucky to co-develop this in Ajman, almost 1,000 residences, and it will have a specialist T10 Cricket Academy, a T10 Sports Complex, and the whole residential complex will be branded as T10 Residences. So construction work has already started, and we hope to start delivering by end of next year, the first phase. So I think that as part of the T10 brand building and the impact that the brand has, so we're very excited about that.
Shaji, we are also absolutely excited about it, because it's such a unique concept, bringing T10 to such different platforms and engaging it with such unique collaborations. So wishing you all the very best for that, for sure, and we are all very much looking forward to the same as well.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us. We'll throw it back to Suhail now, and we'll carry on with the talk.
Thank you, Namrata.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, always.
Thanks so much for that, Namrata. Thanks, Shaji. And always nice to hear about how the growth of T10 has come alive over the last few years, and how it's now still growing into new markets, into the likes of Sri Lanka and so much more as well. Another cricket-loving island nation. But time to continue on with the draft now as we head into the pick with the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Have we sorted the issue, or we're not going with Nuwara Eliya Kings? We'll come back to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. You've opted to skip? No? They're saying they are picking? Just to understand, then can we give them the last pick of this round? Is that okay? We come back and give them the final pick of this round? Yeah, so we'll give them the final pick of this round. Since you've essentially missed the allotment of your time, we'll therefore move to the Colombo Jaguars. Colombo Jaguars, you'll now have a minute and a half on the clock starting now. and the Colombo Jaguars have made a choice in this round. They've been very decisive with their picks all through this evening. Let's see where they go for their final optional category A or B Sri Lankan cricket talent. After this, only emerging talent to emerge, we should say, in the final round. But what could be the final or penultimate pick for the Colombo Jaguars? And it's Dilshan Madhushankar. We just said that there's a lot of serious talent that comes in to these optional rounds. Here is one more of them. Dilshan Madhushankar, the left-arm pacer, is in the mix here for the Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations, Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations to Dilshan Madhushankar as well. And we move forward now into the next pick, and it lies with the Marvels. Gaul Marvels, you opted out last time around. You're opting out this time around as well. So the Gaul Marvels say, we're happy with our squad. We're not adding just yet. I don't know if they will add some emerging talent. Will we move forward now to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Bangla Tigers, your minute and a half for another Category A or Category B Sri Lankan player starts now. Just a reminder, we'll have the Jaffna Titans up next, and we'll come back to you then, Nuwara Eliya Kings, so if you could be prepared for your pick. All right, the Bangla Tigers, Hambantota, have made their choice. It's waiting for the approval to come through. And there we go. Vijaykanth Vyaskanth. We've seen him already light it up in T20 cricket. Very exciting talent. We've seen him in other leagues across the globe. Nice to see a late pickup here for the Bangla Tigers. Hambantota getting the services of Vijaykanth in this squad. Very, very exciting pick for the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. Second last pick, therefore, with the Jaffna Titans. They say thank you very much. They opt out of this pick, and we therefore go back to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings, you've got now 90 seconds on the clock to make your choice. "45 seconds to go. "30 seconds on the clock. "20 seconds on the clock. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the pick gone. Have you mentioned the pick? If it's a software that's not picked it and you've made the choice, I'll leave this to the technical committee to choose. Because it's the second time now that the pick hasn't been made. I can't imagine any other reason. It's good. It's not a player draft without a little bit of drama. It's needed. And no doubt we'll have a pick sorted. And every pick is important, as you can see, within the team discussions as well. So no pick being made here, which means the optional players in both rounds certainly not there here. And Nuwara Eliya Kings will have to give up that pick. And we therefore move to the final round of this 2024 player draft of the Lanka T10 Super League. Yet again, an optional round. You can opt out. You don't have to make a pick, as many teams have done in the last 2 rounds as well. But this will be emerging talent. So emerging talent from Sri Lanka. It's different to Category A and Category B talent that you could have picked in the previous 2 rounds. But this is therefore round number 12. Each team, yet again, 90 seconds, just a reminder. And the first pick of this round is with the Gaul Marvels. Are you choosing to exercise? Yes, this time they do. So the Marvels, you've got 90 seconds on the clock, starting now. It's with the Gaul Marvels, not the Jaffna Titans, please. Thank you very much. There we go. We've got new music for the emerging talent. Why not? They seem to be happy. Congratulations all round. And I think a big round of applause once this player comes up, because that means this is a side that have completed their squad. They've gone in with 16 members, and Sadisha Rajapaksa is the player drafted by the Gaul squad, and that is the final player of the squad for the Gaul side. So congratulations, Gaul Marvels. Your squad is done. Job well done at the Player Draft 2024 with Sadisha Rajapaksa. Moving next to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Another opportunity at an optional player. This is round number 12. And should you choose to exercise your pick, you've got 90 seconds starting now. There we go. We've got a pick in from the Nuwara Eliya Kings. And in the final optional round of this player draft, just going to wait for the okay from our technical desk. See a thumbs up going up, so guys should be pretty happy. Pulindu Pereira is the pick for you. There we go, congratulations. You got a nice southpaw in the mix, and that is the end of your squad as well. So a big round of applause to the Nuwara Eliya Kings, who complete their lineup for the 2024 edition of the T10 Lanka Super League. So congratulations to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Up next, we move to the Colombo Jaguars, your final pick of the player draft. It's been a handy one so far, and you've got 90 seconds starting now. And there we have it. Colombo Jaguars have made their choice, and they've ensured that they've utilized the optional picks as well very, very smartly in the last 2 rounds. Really exciting picks, really, from Angelo Matthews, Chaminda Vas, and the entire management of the Colombo Jaguars. And let's see where they head for their final and 18th player of the Colombo Jaguars at this Player Draft 2024. And the 18th player, the final player, Garuka Sanket for the Colombo Jaguars. Congratulations, team. That is your squad, done and dusted. 18-member squad for the Colombo Jaguars, looking very, very good here for them as well. So congrats, 18 members completed for the Jaguars. We move across to your left to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. And I think they are also exercising this choice. So the optional round coming your way, 90 seconds starts now. All right, so pick has been made by the Hambantota squad, the Bangla Tigers. Final pick of this entire player draft. Remember, they are champions of the Zim Afro League. They come in here wanting more success. And they've had a very busy unit at the table as well. A pack side with Dasun Shanaka, Usuru Udana. And they go with Chamat Gomez as the final and 18th pick of that squad. Congratulations to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers on a player draft well done by everyone at that table, and that is the 18th member of that squad done and dusted, or 17th member I should say, having missed out on one round. Actually no, 18th member, there we go. 18 members done and dusted for you. And we move now to the Candy Bolts. Candy Bolts, Damika, thank you very much. He says Candy Bolts are happy with the squad that they've got, and that leaves us with just one option should you choose to exercise it. That is a no. And that, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, is the final pick to the Bangla Tigers, and we are done with the 2024 player draft for the Lanka T10 Super League. A big congratulations to all the squads, all the team management, the team owners, the coaches, the players who've all been part of what has been a historic evening right here in Colombo. Before we wrap things up, I'm just going to call on our good friend Parvez Maroof to come up on stage and let's sum things up for you as well. We've got some fine food to dig into after this, but I think it's only right that we take a look at the entire squad composition and we come around to it as well. 12 rounds of the draft completed. Many teams who've chosen to pick players in every single round of the draft. And I think that says something about the caliber of Sri Lankan talent that is available as well. So big congratulations to the 6 teams. Oh, where do we start? Ma, welcome back. I know it's been a busy evening and it's been a thoughtful one, a thought-provoking one for a lot of squads trying to build a perfect squad. But let's just go through them team by team. Let's start with the Colombo Jaguars, because coming in, they had pre-signed the likes of Angelo Matthews, Azam Khan, Matisha Patirana, Asif Ali, Dhananjaya, and Najibullah Zadran. Then the impressive Kamindu Mendes, Timal Mills, Angelo Pereira, Ramesh Mendes. You've got so much of young talent as well coming through. And then you've got Dilshan Madhushanka, Asita Fernando, 2 late additions. Yeah. How do you like the way this is stacked up?
I think the last bit what Colombo has done is bring experience. Yeah. Asita Fernando and Dilshan Madhushanka are international players playing at the moment. And I think that's smart to have international quality fast bowling in your attack, because T10 cricket, the spinners go the distance, fast bowlers sometimes, survive. And the last name I like to speak about is Garuka Sanket. He's another slinger that Sri Lanka has found. Did play the Under-19 World Cup last year. Someone I've seen in close quarters. So just keep a close eye on that little boy who has done decently well in club cricket, but this is a massive opportunity for him in franchise cricket.
That's what this is all about. Young talent getting a platform to shine. So watch out for Garuka Sanket as well. Let's move along to the Gaul Marvels. Again, a side that opted out of 2 rounds. So they've gone in with 16 players. They didn't need the experience of Category A, Category B, they thought, because there seems to be a lot of experience in there anyway. Yeah. Tikshana, Shakib, Rajapaksa, Hales, Vikramasinghe, Fletcher. That is a lot of experience. Then the likes of Van der Sey, Zahur, Luke Wood, Prabhat Jayasuriya was added, Veerakodi, Kesrick Williams. So I guess they didn't need to go the experience route later on either.
I think they have packed up with good experienced players in the pre-signing.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the players picked in the latter part, they've gone for Prabhat Jayasuriya, which I think is a very smart call. Yeah. With his experience, yes, he only plays red ball cricket, but his experience is going to be vital. And Sandhu Veerakodi, he can be the X factor. He just played the sixth side in Hong Kong. He was a wicket keeper, scored a lot of runs, a lot of experience in domestic cricket. So I'm sure that Gaul Marvels would have done the homework, picking up, and a couple of the youngsters as well, Satish Rajapaksa and Duminder Serminam, still raw and young in first-class cricket, so massive opportunity for them. Overall, Gaul Marvels, even as I said, in the LPL, they did their homework really well, ended up being the runners-up. Yeah. I'm sure that Prem and this franchise would love to go one step ahead and finish the competition. It's
a good-looking squad with a lot of experience in there as well. Let's move across to the Hambantota Bangla Tigers. And again, a side that came in with a wealth of experience. Dasun Shanaka here at the table, Isuru Udana here as well, Iftikhar Ahmed, Kusal Pereira, Hazratullah Zazai, Karim Jannat, a lot of Afghan talent in there. Then Dusmanta Chamera coming back from injury. Gleeson, the Englishman who adds serious pace. Shehzad behind the wickets and serious firepower at the top order. Shaumya Sharkar as well. Nishan Perish, Siobhan Daniel, Vijaykanth Viaskant. We've seen him even in the IPL. Sahan, Chamat Gomez. What can you tell us a bit more about the local talent here and what to expect from the Bangla Tigers?
At the latter part, they've gone for all-rounders. When you look at Danja Lakshan, Sahan Arachchi, who bowls a bit of off-spin, is a smart pick. He did really well in the Emerging Asia Cup. And Chamat Gomez is a player, again, playing first-class cricket, an all-rounder, hard hitter, can bowl seam up, so it's a smart one as well. And it's a massive opportunity for a player like Siobhan Daniel. Massive hype, plays for Sinhalese Sports Club, one of the best clubs going around in the country. Finds a place in that team, but a lot of expected from him, but he has not delivered. So I think Dasun has kept a lot of hope on Siobhan Daniel. And Soumya Sarkar, that's experience for you. Played a lot of franchise cricket and cricket for Bangladesh. Someone that you could rely on with his experience. So they've got a good mix of experience and youth in that squad.
Yeah, a lot of left-hand, right-hand options as well to play with in that unit. Let's move forward now to the Jaffna Titans. Jaffna Titans came in with some absolute meat on the bone there to start things off. Hasaranga, Tom Kohler-Cadmore, who's unbelievable in the shorter formats. Kusal Mendes, Johnson Charles, who packs a punch. Nuwan Tushara, Dwayne Pretorius. So a lot of all-rounders Maha coming in itself. Then Charadasa Lanka, who obviously has the caliber and the Sri Lankan captaincy to go with it as well. Amir, Wellalage, Visa. And then when you look through the rest of that squad, they've opted for only 15. They're the only side that opted out of all 3 of the optional rounds as well. Traveen Matthews, Kevin Wickham, George Garton. So they're relying on the core of their squad getting the job done.
I think when you look at the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, Pramod Madhushan, proven international fast bowler, good pick. Pawan Ratnayaka, lots of runs in the first-class structure. Just played the A-team tournament in Emerging Asia Cup. So he's someone that everyone is looking forward to watch him in the biggest stage because he's just knocking on the door. It's any moment for him in the national setup. So massive opportunity him in this squad. And watch out for Traveen Matthews. He's a bit of Mahesh Tikshana for you. Nice. Bowls mystery and mystery spin. So I'm sure that Charita Salanka would have had a massive say in picking him up. I'm sure Jeffrey Tiles will back me up. So someone to look forward to definitely is Traveen Matthews in the T10.
Nice. They've done their homework. Looking forward to the emergence of youngsters like a Traveen Matthews as well. We'll move forward now to the Candy Bolts, a side that seemed very sure about what they wanted. They've also gone with 16 members in their squad, the last of them being Sikuge Prasanna with international experience, but they've had so many others through there. Shehan Jayasuriya coming through, Chandrapal Hemraj, we know what he can do with the bat as well. Saim Ayub we saw earlier, Patum Nisanka, who gives you a bit of solidity in that top to middle order, Chaturanga de Silva, Shanawaz Al-Dahani from Pakistan. There's a lot to go with Tisara Pereira, with Imad Wasim, with George Munzi, a man who scored 100 in this format. So overall, exciting squad?
Yeah, I think it's more on experience than youth. I mean, you look at some of the players like Siku Prasanna, Shayan Jayasuriya, played a lot of cricket in the first class. Both played for Sri Lanka, but they've been away from the system for a while. So they've gone for experience there rather than youth. So this is where different franchises, different methods have been used. So this is what Kandy has chosen for, go for experience. So only time will tell in T10 cricket.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how that plays out for the Kandy Bolts as well. We'll move now finally to the Nuwara Eliya Kings. Nuwara Eliya Kings went with a 17-member squad. We saw them come in with the likes of Avishka Fernando, Saurabh Tiwari, Kasun Rajatha, Kyle Mayers, Gunatilaka and O'Shane Thomas. After that, Dushan Hemanta, Benny Howell, as you said, bowls a lot of variety and gives you those options on the field as well. Lahiru Madhushanka, Aftab Alam. Then a lot of Sri Lankan talent to look out for. Tell us a bit more how your outlook on this squad is, because when you look to the right of these members, there's a lot of talent that perhaps is underexposed in some sense.
Yeah, when it comes to Sri Lankan talent, I think a player like Chamik Karunaratne, who has been out of the national setup for a while, this is his limelight. This is his opportunity to get to the limelight by doing well in the T10. I think this is where Nuwara Eliya has done their homework to get experience. And he's someone that when he gets to a rhythm, he's someone who can clear the boundary. And Yasoda Lanka, I mean, he has been playing a lot of club cricket, but have not got the opportunity because of his inconsistency. But recently, he went to Oman in the Emerging Asia Cup. Did okay. And again, it's a brilliant time for him to put his hands up and make sure he grabs the opportunity. And Pulinda Perera is a young man. Again, it's new to the structure, new to the system. Massive opportunity. So overall, looking at that squad, there's experience, there's a lot of youth coming as well. So balance-wise, I think they've done well as well.
I'm not going to ask you to pick a squad. I'm not going to do that to you because you've got a lot of friends in this room as well. But your overall say on the day, how much have you enjoyed this player draft? Obviously, the inaugural season for T10 here with the Lanka T10 Super League. There's so much to savor, so much to look forward to. As we said earlier, when you think back to the days of Kalu and Jayasuriya tearing bowling attacks apart, or a Chaminda Vas charging in and breaking batting lineups open, and to your days as well, and the emergence of all-rounders being so vital. How important is this next month going to be for Sri Lankan cricket with T10 coming here?
It's going to be massive. As I said, it's a win-win situation for everyone. I think commercially, financially, for a Sri Lanka cricket sort of in a point of view, as well as for the players. It's more than financial. They're gaining experience in playing a T10 global tournament, so that the other country franchise owners will be looking at you as well. So massive opportunity, and some of the youngsters coming through, unorthodox spinners, slinging fast bowlers. Again, T10, you just have to bowl 2 overs, and for the crowd, it's a carnival. You get out there, at least there's going to be 3 games a day. You get out there for 6-7 hours to the stadium, have a good time. The players will entertain you. Come out there and enjoy the cricket, and players will definitely entertain you. So overall, I think I look forward to working in it, because I've never worked in a T10 tournament. So I'm very much excited. I'm sure Samadhu Dangala, the tournament director, is excited, as well as Sri Lanka cricket, along with the franchise owners and the players. I think it's a win-win situation, and I cannot wait till it starts.
If you're going to think of a carnival, I can't think of too many better countries than Sri Lanka to have a carnival, and why not? A global T10 carnival coming here. Maha, thank you so much for joining us. A big round of applause for Parvez Maroof, ladies and gentlemen. And that brings us to the end of this inaugural T10 player draft right here at the Lanka T10 Super League. It has been a day to remember. The squads are set. Everything now is about what they do when the teams take to the field of play. But from myself, Sohail Chandok, from all of us here at the Global T10 family, it is a big, big thank you to everyone. Dinner is served, drinks are flowing. Let's have a great day, and the carnival will come to town on December 11th to the 19th. And what a time it promises to be right here in Sri Lanka. See you then. I'd like to just take this opportunity to invite all the teams to head to cocktails and dinner. We also have the ability to explore potential sponsors. Very, very vital, I think, to each of our stakeholders here. So please join us for what will be an important next few hours as well. And no doubt an understanding of where potential sponsors could be as well for this fantastic league. Thank you and see you there.